Y'all ever thought about how weird it is that we sit down every Saturday and we watch 18-year-olds and we scream at them and carry on? That doesn't sit right with me.
Are you doing Bush?
Let's move on. That EPL, let's watch some soccer.
Who is that?
Nottingham Forest. Now that's a football team.
Who is that? Is that Bush?
Some real football.
Is that Bush?
No, this is James from Alabama.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, James.
James Fish.
On today's Pardon My Take, we got football to talk about. We're going to recap everything from this weekend, week 1 in college football. Reminder, we got a show on Wednesday as well. We're going to do NFL preview on Wednesday with Pete Prisco. But today we have Booger Mcfarland eating 6 donuts and then talking college football with us. We're going to talk every game, all the big games, Arch, if we're buying or selling. And then to end the show, we got some Mount Rushmore controversy that we got to figure out. So we got into it. We're going to figure out exactly what's going to happen with the duel. There was maybe some malfeasance thrown out there, but we came to a good conclusion, and I think the AWLs are the big winners in all of this. Before we get to everything, NFL fans, week 1 just became your place to play free and grow the bag. DraftKings Pick 6, an official partner of the NFL, is here with Bag Builder, a completely free way to play for a share of $1 million or more in cash. Think you can stack some cash? Here's how it works. Download the Pick 6 app, DraftKings' easiest way to play fantasy. Using code TAKE, enter for free. Just make 6 picks, more or less, on player stats for week 1. That's it. It's that simple. No entry fee, no catch. Want an even bigger shot? Share your link with friends to add more cash to the bag and get bonus shots to win. As the player count goes up, so does the prize. Hit all 6 of your picks, and you'll be splitting a bag that's already at $1 million or more. Don't just sit back. Get in for free. Build the bag and run it up. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use code TAKE. Opt in and start stacking entries for NFL Week 1. 0 cost. Huge upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by DraftKings. Don't just sit back, get in for free, build the bag, and run it up. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, use code TAKE, opt in, and start stacking entries for NFL Week 1. 0 cost, huge upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Today is Tuesday, September 2nd, and football is back, and Jordan looked good.
Hey, Jordan had maybe the best box of the night.
She did.
Was that her box that had like LT, Michael Jordan, Roy Williams? Were they all in Jordan's box?
I think that was a separate box because I saw in her box was Randy Moss.
Oh, okay. Still a good box.
Yes, great box. As for the game, Bill Belichick has some work to do with UNC.
I would say so. I would say maybe Jordan needs to be allowed back on the sidelines.
Headset.
Why are you kicking Jordan out of all decision-making from the team and then acting surprised when you get the shit kicked out of you by TCU week 1 of the college football season?
Yeah, and it was a shit kicking. Listen, UNC, I don't think UNC's ever been more, I don't want to say back because have they ever for football? I mean, they've had good players, but have they ever?
Yeah, I mean, when
awesome.
Butch Jones was just like not letting the guys go to school when they were like skipping classes. They were pretty good then.
Yeah, but that 7-0 start to the game where they marched down the field, that felt good.
Yeah.
And then everything after felt really bad because I think it was a 41-0 run by TCU who looked awesome.
Let me ask you this. When do you think not Jordan, but Michael Jordan left the game?
I would say
right
after the first drive of the third quarter.
I think maybe after the opening kickoff of the second half.
That might, yeah.
That might have been it.
Yeah, it might have been it. But not the best start for Bill Belichick at UNC. Hank, what did you think about the game? Jordan looked great.
Jordan looked great. It's a long season. It's his first year. They're still, these aren't his players.
Well, no, They
are.
like literally all are because he got a shitload of transfers.
But it's hard to get transfers and build a program that quickly. It's going to take some time.
I'm going to wait until the university-approved documentary series about what's been going on behind the scenes comes out to fully judge what's going on at UNC.
Yeah. I should say they actually were more back than the 7-0. It was when Bill Belichick released the depth chart that was just listing the positions and no names. And then when Holly Rowe interviewed Bill Belichick before the game, I don't know if you can pull up that clip, Max, but very, very funny of Bill Belichick with his cutoff hoodie in just a very grumpy Bill Belichick way, that was back. That felt like it was back. It was good to have him back in football on the sideline. It was just like an old time. Yeah, this is fun. This is going to be fun. And then it was just not fun.
He looked good in the Carolina blue uniforms, like in the official team merch. Like,
Yeah.
His eyes were popping.
that works with Bill.
Yeah. All right, here it is.
All right. Thank you.
Still got it. 100% has it. This can't be a true stat
Uh-oh.
based on UNC's quarterback play tonight. Gio Lopez did not complete a pass for 128 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was true.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad. I don't know if that includes the pick six.
That's completion to somebody.
Yeah, he completed to someone. Yeah, Bill Belichick has to be in hell being like, this is not a quarterback I wanted to coach, but he's coaching him.
It doesn't look good right now.
No. Although, hey, listen.
They haven't really done a whole lot that you can look at besides that first drive of the game.
Yeah.
And be like, I see reason for optimism.
41-14, UNC's getting the ball back. You never know.
That looked like it might be roughing the punter.
You never know. This quick score, stop, score, stop, score. I think they'd still be down 3, but that'd be good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the rest of the games because we had an awesome weekend of college football. Okay, rest of the weekend. What a weekend it was. Where should we start, and should it be is Arch Manning ass?
I was going to say is Alabama ass.
Well, we got to get to Alabama. I thought we'd go chronologically on Saturday because it was a great Saturday. Awesome first week of college football. And
It was big. It was noon.
Yep.
It was Saturday.
The Ohio State-Texas game kicked us off. And listen, I'll actually start with this. I thought that Ohio State was going to win the game. I bet Ohio State. I am believing in Ohio State just because it was a home environment for them. National champions. Arch Manning's first real start. You saw him last year, obviously, playing in spurts. Louisiana Monroe. I think he came in for a little bit against Georgia. A couple packages here and there.
I think he played a little bit the year before against Texas Tech, maybe.
But it was like, this was it. This was the first real start. And let's just say it didn't go well because it was basically an entire open mic of Arch Manning jokes on Twitter and in the world, because for 3.5 quarters he looked so lost.
He looked bad. He looked like he was stepping away from throws a lot, and he was hearing the footsteps. So like the defensive line did a great job for Ohio State. Their defense was awesome.
Defense was
Credit
incredible.
to Matt Patricia, who goes to college and then he's like, yeah, I know a lot of shit from the pros that all these offensive coordinators in college, for the most part, haven't seen too much of. So he was kind of dipping in his bag a little bit. But Arch was like stepping away from a lot of throws. It looked like he was a little timid. And when it comes to Peyton and to, I guess, a lesser extent Eli, but mostly Peyton, the best thing about him was like how smart he was and how he could pick apart a defense. He knew what was coming. He knew what was happening. Arch hasn't played enough football to be able to even tell, like, does this guy really get it or not? I have an Arch Manning take. I don't think it's fair to say that, how old is he right now, 20?
Probably, yeah, I think he's 20.
I don't think it's fair to say this about Arch being only 20 and only one real start. So maybe we can bleep out this take, but you guys can hear it.
Yeah.
I think he might be. He might be.
I'm not going to go that far to say I'm actually going to buy Arch Manning stock because I really don't know like who does well in that situation. And yes, the name, the recruiting, all these things hurt him in this case where he's so hyped up. At the end of the day, it was his first real start, and it was against the defending national champions in their house. I didn't expect him to be awesome. I obviously didn't expect him to be as bad as he was, but I might buy all the Arch stock because it's as low as it possibly could be right now.
I think he's going to be really good. I'm just saying it's a tall hill to climb to expect him to be like.
Yeah, and it was one of those situations where Ohio State's defense did carry the day. They were incredible. Texas' defense was very good too. Texas outgained Ohio State 336 to 203. I know obviously a little bit of that was at the end of the game when Texas was having to push the ball down the field. Both teams didn't give up a sack. The interception was really bad for Arch. He just looked really bad, but I didn't expect him to look great. And then he got roasted beyond belief. And I love the somehow Shedeur is still alive in college football discourse, being like, hey, keep that same energy for Arch that you did Shedeur. Listen, when you go online in the middle of a game and they have people saying 9/11 if Arch Manning was the pilot and it's just a plane missing the Twin Towers, I think we've reached the point where he's getting roasted properly.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a little bit too far.
Yeah.
And even on that interception they had, yeah, it looked bad. I heard Ocho Cinco talking about it. He says the receiver ran the wrong route on it and where he was supposed to come back towards the ball. But overall, Arch didn't look good. He missed some very easy throws on that last drive of the game. They should have gotten that first down. He put that ball behind the receiver. They weren't able to pick it up. That was the end of the game.
Also, Sark just still can't coach red zone offense. It's always been an issue for him. It still is an issue for him. That was the clunkiest tush-push, whatever that was.
Yeah.
They can always move the ball, and then they get to the red zone, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, sometimes just run the ball up the middle. You got some great running backs in Texas. You should use them.
Yeah. So it was a good start, though. It wasn't the most exciting game, but Ohio State still looks just as good as last year, maybe if not better. And we also had Rogue, which I think was photoshopped, but it still was funny because if there's any coach in the country that you're he might be a nipple ring guy, it is Ryan Day.
Yeah. I mean, I choose to believe that it's real.
Oh, me too.
I saw it. It looked real enough to me. That's why Jim Tressel always wore the sweater vest. You could never see those things poking through.
It also just fits. Ryan Day is the guy. He's got some freak to him. And I weirdly, if he had nipple piercings, I think I'd respect Ryan Day more.
So I was thinking about it, and again, don't know if it's true or not. But going off,
I don't care.
But I'm going off the assumption that it is true.
Yeah.
It appeared to be only one nipple was pierced of the two, which tells me, and I saw some other people kind of speculating the same thing. It was if we win the national championship, I'll pierce my nipple piercing.
I see. I like
because if you have two of them, then that's a freak. But if you got one, that's okay, I did it for the guys.
I like to think of it as that Ryan Day has both nipples pierced in the off season. He's got the chain link in the middle, and then when football comes back, he's like, all right, time to get to business. Take the chain down, take one of them out. We're just going solo nipple ring for the season.
Keep one over the heart.
Yeah.
You don't want to know what Matt Patricia does with that pencil after the game, where he sticks that thing. It was nice to see the pencil still there, even though the play sheet's laminated for Matt Patricia.
It's been laminated forever.
It has.
It's been laminated when he was in Detroit. I think it was laminated at the end when he was with the Patriots.
Yeah, it's zooming real hard on that nip.
Yeah.
That's what we call dotting the I in Ohio.
This is also just a great sign of college football. One of the greatest parts about it is the fan bases are so insane that I would like to believe it's real, but if it's not, some rival fan base was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to Photoshop that Ryan Day has a nipple piercing, put it out into the world, and just watch it gain steam.
So the thing about this picture is I saw this picture everywhere on Saturday morning, but it was all the same picture with the red circle.
Correct.
So I haven't seen the initial screen grab. I don't even know. Was that from the Texas game?
No, yeah. No, that was exactly what he was wearing. I'm saying it was definitely photoshopped, and it was a really good Photoshop. Yeah, so it's the real one is maybe not.
So did they take his nipple and then make two smaller nipples in the Photoshop next to
they gave him a nipple piercing. I like it though.
Yeah,
it fits him.
I would like to see this happen more often with public figures.
It fits him perfectly.
Okay, so I'm glad that it's photoshopped. I thought
I knew
I was like 50-50, but again, it was so good that I chose to believe that it's real.
Right.
But I got a good idea for maybe your football picks punishment at the end of the year.
Oh, a little nipple piercing?
Maybe a little nipple piercing.
Nipple piercing. So, wait, going around the room, is everyone who's buying stock in Arch who's like he sucks?
I 100% am going to buy stock in Arch Manning. I don't actually think that he's dumb. I just think that he hasn't played enough football to get the Manning superpower, which is being able to see what a defense is going to do and adjust everything on the fly and beat you with your mind. He hasn't. It's impossible for him to do that right now. I think physically he'll get there. He'll be more accurate, and I don't think he's going to see too many defenses that are as good as Ohio State.
I'd be shorting him for this year.
You're done?
I don't think he's going to be Heisman. He's not going to come back to Heisman form or even close to it. Like, it's not going to be a bounce back where he looked that bad and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, he's actually really good.
I also think
he'll figure something out, but
I think a big part of that is going to be just get the ball to Wingo. Let him run with the ball. He's so fucking fast, and they didn't really use him.
It was getting so bad for Arch that people were just pulling up his high school tapes where he was like dominating a bunch of like 5'6" white kids and being like, look at this. Again, it would be one thing if he was drafted number 1 overall. He still has a college career to play. Didn't Archie, his grandfather, say he's staying for another year?
Yeah, but
so he's got 2 more years.
But then Arch said Archie doesn't really know what the plans are. So
whatever.
He might.
If he's bad, he's going to stay for another year.
He also has the Baker Mayfield effect of like he looked like shit, then it goes to commercial break and there's just 6 Arch Manning commercials. Yeah. I don't think that helped because I bet on Texas and every time it came on, I was just like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Complete a pass first, and stop worrying about the commercials.
Well, the good news for him is he's got some pretty easy games coming up over the next couple weeks, so he should start to look more like the Arch that we thought. And again, if you're like mad at Arch for being ass, really, we need to take some accountability in the media as a whole, because we saw another Manning coming into college football, and we spent the last 2 years being like, this guy's going to be the best that we've ever seen from that family.
Max, are you buying stock?
Yeah, for sure. I bet on Texas, so I was really rooting for him to see what the internet did if he came back and tied that game up at the end.
Yeah,
it
had a chance.
He started off that drive with a good throw, and it looked like the entire internet was going to have to eat all their shit. But then obviously he fucked it up. But no, I'm buying stock.
Also, was that Caleb Downs with that last tackle of the game?
Yeah,
that was incredible play by him. He's
awesome.
So fucking good.
He's awesome. Zach and Memes, are you guys buying stock or selling stock?
I think I'm going to sell stock because I think there's a chance he saw just how many memes were online and just he might be in a spin zone he can't come out of.
Yeah, that's definitely. I hope he took the advice of his uncles, being like, "Don't be online ever," because it was horrific how fast people jumped on him.
It was bad.
It was so bad. It's the down, like when everyone says, "Oh, his last name." It gives him so much. His last name also gives him just years of people being sick of Mannings dumping on him to a level that is just nuclear.
Yeah, every enemy that Eli or Peyton has ever made now has a new focus for all their hatred.
Yeah. Memes.
I think he'll be okay, but I'm selling.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's at the level that people think.
Okay.
That they're holding him to.
All right. The next game that happened on Saturday, and we'll touch some smaller games after we get the big 3. Bama's done. Bama's cooked. Kalen DeBoer, they got absolutely manhandled. I was way wrong on this because I thought you heard us on Friday. I thought Ryan Grubb coming back with Kalen DeBoer was going to fix some of the offense. That first drive looked like it did. I think they had like 55 yards rushing on the first drive. I think they ended up with like 85 yards the whole game. They didn't just lose. They got absolutely manhandled. Florida State and Gus Malzahn, the Alabama killer. Gus Malzahn is 6-7 as a coordinator or offense or head coach against Alabama, which you're like, oh, that's a losing record. No. That's guys went their entire careers without beating Nick Saban. Gus Malzahn had them in fits, was just running the ball down their throats. Just mauled them. I thought Bama's defense was going to be awesome. It's not. Alabama, you are now just a regular program with the rest of us.
Alabama is back to what Alabama was before Nick Saban. They had a great run with Bear Bryant. Then they tried to figure out everything possible under the sun to replace Bear Bryant, and they never really did. And then Nick Saban, maybe the best college coach ever.
He's the best college coach ever.
Well, Bear Bryant and Nick Saban, they got the two right there.
I think Nick Saban.
So then Nick Saban shows up and all of a sudden just dominates college football. This is going back to Bama. This is what you were before Nick Saban was there. That's what you're going to be after Nick Saban leaves, unless you find the next Nick Saban. And they got their ass kicked. It was physical domination from Florida State, like from start to finish. It was just everything they wanted to do, especially on offense. Malzahn was doing the shit that he used to do, like the tricky stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That he hasn't done in years, like looking over to the sideline, pretending they were getting the play called in, quick snap, run the play.
Rushing, breaking the huddle quickly and snapping it, yeah.
Yeah, Gus Malzahn was back to everything that he used to do back in the day. And, I think Florida State might also just be really good.
Yeah, well, shout out Thomas Castellanos because that is the definition of backing up the shit talking you did, and he did it all summer. Remember in June he said they don't have Nick Saban to save them. I just don't see them stopping me. He said about Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien and I butted heads early in the season. I got banged up in a few games. We had a meeting. It kind of blew up in my face. I did so much for that program. I just wasn't repaid the right way about transferring. And now he is selling Nick Saban can't save you shirts on his website. I love it. There's nothing better in sports than having trash talk and backing it up. And he did exactly that. As for Bama fans, so I have two pieces of cope that I would like to have you guys judge. One is in the late game, but this was from Message Board Genius, who has a great Twitter account who just trolls the message boards and watches people freak out in college football. This he got from Crimson Cade, who wrote, I know this is easy for us Bama fans since we lost, but the other games and game day just doesn't feel the same. I feel like not many people care anymore, and it's so sad to me. What do you all think? Is college football dying for Bama fans because they no longer win every game?
They're gaining a lot of perspective about life. We're going to see a ton of golfers coming out of Alabama in the next 5-10 years because football, what is football really?
I just love this guy being like, man, football isn't as fun now that I'm not winning every single game, every single time we go out there and physically dominating every single opponent and never having to worry about losing to an unranked team. So Kalen DeBoer has lost 4 games to unranked teams, and I believe he's been at Alabama for 14 games. Let me pull up the stat. It is, yeah. So he is 4-4 right now. He's lost 4 games to unranked teams in a season in 1 game. So however many games. I think that's 14 games. Nick Saban in 17 seasons lost 4 games total to unranked teams. Mm-hmm. He actually had a streak where he won 100 straight games against unranked opponents. He never lost to these teams. He never, ever lost to these teams. And not only that, but I think there's a double digit. I think Kalen DeBoer's now lost 4 games as double-digit favorites. It's different. It's different. And the memes that are going around about Kalen DeBoer, how he changed Nick Saban's office to a T-Mobile store, it does feel...
What do you mean?
Have you not seen these?
No, I didn't see the T-Mobile store.
Pull up the pictures. Nick Saban used to have an office that was...
It's great.
It basically looked like Bear Bryant's office. It was a time capsule. And now Kalen DeBoer went in and renovated everything, and it does look like a T-Mobile store.
Yeah, that looks like... It looks like a cell phone store. It looks like a set that they build in 2 days on ESPN to do one interview in.
Yeah. The name...
It's too sanitary.
The name Kalen, now that light is being shown on it, it's a stripper name. It's a hot stripper name.
If it was Kalyn,
but it's still a hot stripper.
Maybe
name.
2 N's.
Kalen.
Kill DeBoer. Yeah, I saw this post. Our good friend Paul Feinbaum, he opens up the phone lines on Mondays, and that's where you get the real takes. That's where you get the real Alabama fans that call in, and they weigh in and they let you know what needs to happen. This is from Legend. He says, "We don't need a marriage counselor. This is a full-fledged divorce now. It's only a matter of when we run your ass off now. I'm not saying I hate your ass, but if you were on life support, I'd pull the plug and charge my phone." That's pretty good.
Here's another one.
Pretty good from Legend.
Diego Ricardo said, we got to up the toxicity, get him down in his feelings. Maybe infidelity with a coworker will be just the thing that will make him feel loved again. Then we can hit him with the moral turpitude clause. Mm-hmm. So they're trying to set him up to paying a secretary. It's also crazy because this is the first time that Alabama has been bad, and they'll probably still end up winning 8-9 games, whatever, but it's the first time they've been below 500 at any point in any season since the end of the 2006 season. There was no social media back then. This is uncharted territory. Alabama has been the dominant force in college football since Twitter, since Instagram, since Facebook, all these things. The world is so different than the last time Alabama sucked. And now they're just another program, and the downfall is going to be fun to watch. And, I mean, credit to Brandon Walker. He said that he's going to get run out. I think he has a $60 million buyout clause. Mm-hmm. Whoo, boy.
No, it's a good point. Alabama, they've been good at football. The last time that they weren't was in the Bush administration.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy to think about. And then, Big Cat, have you thought about it? Have you thought about it with Wisconsin?
No, because here's the problem. So I had the brief thought because Wisconsin plays Alabama in 2 weeks. So the unfortunate thing for me is that Alabama was not good last year either. I mean, not to Alabama standards.
Mm-hmm.
And we got like 50-piece by them. So, yeah, we're going to lose that game by a lot.
That might be a get. Well, they got a get-right game next week against Louisiana Monroe.
I wish I could get myself there, but then I remembered that I went to the game last year where, again, Alabama was mortal because they lost to Oklahoma, they lost to Vanderbilt, all these teams, and then we got absolutely smoked. So, maybe we'll keep it closer.
I mean, it is going to be fun if this is a season of Alabama downfall.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see like how Caleb – I think Brandon Walker might have been right that you're supposed to be SEC. He's not SEC.
He followed Nick Saban. It's a lot of money. He's getting a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a great deal for him. He also had a pretty good setup in Washington.
Yeah, but it's like I think it was double the money.
Yeah.
Which is hard to turn down. Yeah, no, it's already going bad. Did you see there's a press conference today? Can you find it? Where he was asked, hey, you said that you had a great week of practice. And he was like, I said that. And he and the reporter went back and forth on whether he said it or not. It was basically a Francesa bit. You can already feel the pressure coming. Here it is.
Just how much do you self-scout the preparation before games, and are there times as a coach where maybe you notice during the week that things might not be going the way that you want them to?
You said, what do you mean, great week?
A great week. You said a great week of preparation.
For this week, you're saying, or are you referring to last
going
week?
Going up to Florida State before that game.
I said that?
You said that, yeah, before.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
It's bad.
Yeah, I mean,
that's bad.
Our guys did. I mean,
that's not a hard question.
No, it's not.
That's a very like football 101. Every coach says, hey, we had a great week of practice, then they get killed, and then you got to answer to that and be like, yeah, I don't know what happened.
I mean, Saban had it right. He would answer questions in his own way, regardless of the question that was asked. He would just speak about the thing that he was going to talk about no matter what.
Yeah.
And then if there was a dumb question, he'd just be like, that's a dumbass question. Next question.
Yeah.
Kalen DeBoer, he's feeling so much pressure that now he's like trying to interact with reporters.
Yeah. And it's just, I mean, Alabama they were a machine that would strike fear in every single opponent they played. And going into Florida State and having fun. I agree. Florida State, like that was awesome that Florida State, after a year from hell last year, they have this huge win in Tallahassee, and I'm happy for Florida State fans because they did. I know the guy didn't eat the poop, but they basically went through eating poop for an entire season.
Yeah.
After being snubbed from the college football playoff the year before. So I'm very happy for Florida State, and I think Florida State might be good, but at the same time, there's just no fear. The fear that Saban's Alabama teams used to strike in opponents is not there. When you get physically manhandled, like guys were getting blown off the line of scrimmage. They were getting fucking tossed in downfield blocking. That just didn't happen with Nick Saban.
Yeah, it was a physical game from Florida State. They were fun to watch, complete 180 from what we saw at the start of the season last year.
One more message board genius. This is from Jelsic Sturm. He said that Nick, this is all on Saban. He had a golden opportunity to fix college football, but chose to retire. If he had stayed and built a large NIL fund, bought the best team every year, and shoved winning national championships down America's throat, they demand change, and Congress would have acted. College football only changed when he made them change to stop him. I love him, but he could have fixed this. So Nick Saban actually ruined all of college football.
Well, it's true. Nick Saban did ruin Alabama football by being so good at coaching Alabama football. He made it impossible to live up to the standard.
The amount of Alabama fans that are going to come out of the woodwork being like, college football just isn't the same anymore. NIL ruined it. Transfer portal ruined it.
Have you ever?
As if they were still winning, that would be the same tune.
Y'all ever thought about how weird it is that we sit down every Saturday and we watch 18-year-olds and we scream at them and carry on? That doesn't sit right with me.
Are you doing Bush?
Let's move on. That EPL. Let's watch some soccer.
Who is that?
Nottingham Forest. Now that's a football team.
Who is that? Is that Bush?
Some real football.
Is that Bush?
No, this is James from Alabama.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call, James.
James Fish.
Wait, are you a Florida State guy, Zach?
I do like to watch Florida State play football.
That's your team, right?
If I had to pick a team to ride for, I would have to pick Florida State.
Yeah, that's the closest to where you grew up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you watch the game?
And I did go to. I watched part of the game. I got some reports from on the field. My brother was at the game. They got to storm the field. That was cool. New stadium, fresh storm, break it in.
Love that. Yeah, I mean, kids should always storm. Fuck it.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Did you go outside this weekend? 3 days.
I did. I went on some walks. I made some returns. It was a good
At
weekend.
Target?
No, different store.
Okay.
Did you go to the street?
Yeah, I hit the street. Yeah, up and down.
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Big,
Let's go, Zach.
It's a good street.
Good street. All right. Last big game, and then we'll hit everything else. The Clemson versus LSU game on Saturday night. First takeaway I had of this is that this is why every single game should be played on campus, because it was awesome. And I hate, like, the Syracuse-Tennessee game being played in Atlanta. Just had no juice.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, Virginia Tech, no juice. Play every game on campus. That's what makes the sport so much fun. Even if we have to sit there for a 20-minute delay while Clemson gets on a bunch of buses, which got to be one of the dumbest traditions of all time.
Yeah, you go to the hill, you get off the bus, you run down the hill, which seems really dangerous.
Well, Dabo runs down the hill.
Yeah.
Then everyone else runs down the hill in the tiny little cannon. I actually have no problem with the running down the hill and touching the rock. The fact that they were showing us all the Clemson players pile into this bus and Clemson fans are like, you don't understand. They all get in the bus and they go around the stadium. It's so fucking cool. No, it's not. That's not cool. The bus, I don't need the bus. I don't care about the bus.
Yeah, especially when it delays the start of a game that I've been waiting all day for.
Yeah.
But yeah, LSU's defense.
Awesome.
Awesome again. Awesome. They were so bad the last few years. Harold Perkins, I think he's healthy now.
Yeah.
And he was just like wrecking the entire game plan.
Their D-line was incredible. It was such a good game. Cade Klubnik, maybe not. Well, I think Clemson will still be fine.
Yeah, I think he's a good quarterback.
Although the ACC looks a little bit better than everyone thought.
I think Klubnik's going to be a fine quarterback. I think that it was two really good teams playing against each other. I think that Nussmeier's a little bit better right now, and I think that LSU's defense made the difference. And although LSU got fucked on that touchdown.
Oh yeah.
The touchdown that they took away, I don't know what it catches anymore. I really don't. Like, I understand that the ball shifted a little bit after he caught it, took 2 steps, went through the end zone, hit the pylon, fell on the ground. I understand the ball moved, but that's still a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a touchdown to me.
Yeah.
If that's not a touchdown, then I don't know what I've been watching.
I'm happy that didn't decide the game.
Yeah.
It would have been absolute bullshit. But yeah, LSU's defense was incredible. Nussmeier, their running back was awesome. Brian Kelly finally gets the monkey off his back in terms of winning week 1 with LSU. And now
he also got trucked on the sideline.
Well, he trucked himself.
I thought the ref ran into him.
No, he fell.
I thought the ref backpedaled into him.
No, he fell.
It was non-contact?
Yeah. Then he got up and he started screaming at the ref. He tumbled. It was kind of like a simultaneous, he was next to the ref.
Yeah, I thought that there was contact. I thought maybe they got tripped up.
No, I'm pretty sure he just tumbled and then he was very embarrassed and started screaming at the ref.
That's a good move on his part.
Oh, absolutely. You gotta maybe stay down a little bit longer too.
You know how Belichick used to always complain about the fact that football is a $1 billion industry, and we don't have a camera on the sidelines. We don't have a camera on the goal line. Why did we not have a close-up camera of Brian Kelly getting ran over, and just eating shit on the sideline?
See, their legs might have gotten tangled, but the ref didn't hit him.
Yeah.
The ref didn't hit him at all.
Yeah,
it was all Brian Kelly's fault. He was farther out on the field than the ref.
Yeah, I thought they might have gotten twisted up, but there needs to be a better angle of this. Yeah, I need to see that again.
All right, I alluded to it, but I have some more cope. If you'd like.
Okay.
So we had the Bama cope.
I was just going to say, I think LSU has another great running back in Cade Durham.
Yes. Awesome. He just has that look, too, of an LSU. Kind of looks like Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
He's a little small, and he's just an absolute beast. That run he made in the first quarter where he was dead to rights and was able to keep his balance and ended up being like a 20-yard run when it was going to be a 5-yard loss, he was awesome. All right, you ready for this cope? So we have the Alabama cope on one side of college football is just not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Here's my favorite cope that I saw, again, from Message Board Genius for Clemson. Clemson has the best college football team in America, period. You say, are you stupid or just plain dumb? I'm neither. Clemson is the best college team in America because other than the military academies, Clemson is the only college football team. Yes, Dabo brought in 3 players from the portal, 3, but look at the rosters of LSU, Ohio State, FSU, Oklahoma, etc. Their teams are nothing but a team of all-stars assembled from the best players from many teams by what? For decades. would be a recruiting violation and tampering, and most would have received the death penalty for the violations. Am I disappointed about losing? Hell yeah. But think about this. How many of the kids that are switching schools at random? The Tennessee quarterback is at his third or fourth school. That's not true. Oh, Aguilar is, yeah. Not because they love the school. They love the money. You can't blame the athlete. Most of them have never had any money. But if the rules aren't fixed, we are simply watching a minor league NFL, and these are the facts.
This is the only college football team. Yep, I like that. I like
this is some awesome cope. The only school that still does it the old school way of recruiting.
Well, respect to the military schools.
Yes, yeah. Actually, not the military school.
Navy might be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the hand waving where they're just like, yeah, we have a couple guys that came in through the portal.
Just a couple.
But besides those, also shout out to Dabo's son Clay.
Yeah.
It's the third son of Dabo's that is on the team right now, and they've all held. They've been the holder for the team every time.
Love that.
And he just got a scholarship, which is great, which is important because like you never know, like, things happen. Didn't know if he was going to be able to afford his tuition, but now that his dad put him on scholarship, it's all good.
Yeah. So that's the Clemson line of thinking now. They're basically like, hey, listen, we're the only school still playing under the old rules, which why would you be playing under the old rules?
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Why wouldn't you go to the transfer portal?
Did you stay up afterwards and watch a little bit of Utah?
I watched a little Utah. I also watched Cal. That lefty freshman quarterback is fucking electric.
Yes, he is.
But yes, Utah, Nico.
I have a take on Nico.
Well, yeah, go ahead. I want to hear your take.
Should he be a receiver?
Oh, my take was different. My take was I actually think Nico made the right call because he's not going to be an NFL quarterback, so you might as well get the money now.
The thing is, he's getting less money now than he would have at Tennessee.
Yeah.
He actually ended up losing money by making this move.
Yeah.
I think he's very fast. I think he's got great change of direction. I think he has no idea how to throw like an intermediate pass whatsoever.
Also, their defense. I mean, Utah, it was the easiest an offense has ever looked. They made it look like it was 7-on-7.
Yeah, Nico, I'm a receiver. That's what I'm calling him.
All right, Notre Dame, Miami was awesome. Carson Beck has been taking a lot of shit, has been shit on a lot by Georgia fans. It was cool to see him have a big moment, be like, hey, I fell in love with football again. Probably didn't hurt that he got paid a lot of money to go to Miami as well. But that was an awesome game. I actually, other than the fact that Notre Dame got mauled on both lines, I liked CJ Carr. Like, that was his first start on the road, hostile environment. He made some big plays. He made some not great plays. But I feel like if Notre Dame, I'm not going to throw out Notre Dame.
No, I think they're a fine team. I think Carr needs to figure out when he's going to get hit and protect himself a little bit more.
It was his first start, yeah.
Yeah, it's his first start. He'll figure that out. I think they're both good teams. I think that Miami's going to be for real. I think Notre Dame is probably going to win a shitload of games this year, and they'll be a different-looking team by the end of it.
It was also just the perfect Cristobal experience because Cristobal is an incredible recruiter. He is really good on the lines. You saw what Miami was able to do. That drive they had to start the third quarter was just man football.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the game, he turtled again, being like, "Hey, we'll leave a 47-yarder up to a kicker," and it worked out. But that was about to be if that kick is missed and the way they played that last sequence, oh boy, would he been getting some heat today.
It was a kicker that they didn't even know was going to be their starting kicker until like 5 days ago. Yeah. And so they're like, yeah, we'll take our chances. We'll roll the dice on this. But then at the very end of the game, the dogs on the defensive line were like, okay, we're just going to dominate Notre Dame's strength, which is their offensive line, and they did it. So I feel like Miami is going to be a team that's going to be sticking around. And listen, Carson Beck looked way better than he did in the past at Georgia.
He was dealing with injuries last year. He had not the best O-line and receivers, but he looked good.
Didn't Notre Dame have a receiver named Greathouse last year? Wasn't he pretty good?
I believe so.
Did he play at all?
Did Jeremiah Love got like fucking, they said before the season they're going to feature him. And then they just didn't give him the ball.
They didn't until then they started feeding him a little bit at the end because I think on the sideline they were like, hey, he's only got 6 carries right now. And so then they fed him a little bit more down the stretch. But I remember Greathouse being a pretty good wide receiver, and all they seemed to have besides Love was Faison.
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Faison? That's the bounciest dude I've ever seen. He just bounces off people.
He's awesome. We were going to have to find probably a new Heisman bet because that was not. I thought they were going to give the ball to Jeremiah Love. He was trying. He was trying to hurdle everyone.
Yeah.
Every time. Literally every time he touched the ball, he just spammed the hurdle button.
That's what you want out of your Heisman bet. He's literally trying to
He had nowhere to go, and he just kept jumping.
He's willing a Heisman moment.
Every moment's a Heisman moment. If you look at the Heisman Trophy, that guy's got 2 feet on the ground. Look at the trophy, love.
All right, other games. Did you guys see that both of Diego Pavia's brothers got arrested on Saturday night in Nashville?
I love that.
Vandy needs like an edge. That is a good edge to have.
It's pretty tough to get arrested in Nashville. I want to know were they like throwing furniture off a building?
I think they were just both publicly intoxicated. But I saw that and I was like, wow, that was that tells me Vandy might be for real in the SEC.
Yeah,
because you need a little edge. You can't be just same old Vandy.
You got to stand out to get arrested on Broadway.
Yeah,
you have to be doing some wild shit.
All the way back to Friday night, Nebraska wins a nail biter against Cincinnati, and Dylan Raiola just lived his fantasy. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He was the way he came out of the tunnel in Patrick Mahomes' stadium. He was living a fantasy. He was cosplaying a fantasy.
He'd been practicing the run out, doing the moves exactly the same. That must have been really weird for Patrick Mahomes to watch that up front.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, the get the play in hands that he does. That is just a straight copy of Patrick Mahomes. But again, God made him this way.
He did every move that Mahomes does when he's running out on the field. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
All right. Other games. JMU won. Wisconsin won.
Yeah.
Also got our quarterback injured for the 3rd straight year. I think Billy Edwards is going to be okay, but it was just like not again. Max, Penn State, all-time non-cover.
I was so pissed about that. I was so pissed.
Not good. Not good.
But they're fine. They beat UNLV by 100.
Jackson Arnold looked awesome for Auburn running the football. And Auburn looked like they might have a little juice to them this year. And then also Georgia Tech. Shout out Georgia Tech at Colorado. Not the best coaching by Deion at the end of the game. Georgia Tech, I thought, was cooked. They had three turnovers in the first 8 minutes.
So I missed the end of this game, and I had bet on Georgia Tech, and I thought I was fucked after like the first quarter. Plus, I didn't know that Deion was going to have the Depends tent set up on the sideline, that's very impactful.
So the best way to describe it is, you remember when I used to play Doug's, and there were times at the end of the games where I would have more timeouts than seconds being able to use them.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of what happened. Where it's like, hey, what are you saving it for? There's actually no time to even take the timeouts anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'd be like, oh, look at me. I have all 3 of my timeouts. There's 7 seconds left. It was kind of one of those situations. Got to clean that up. Tennessee looks like they made the right call, although Nico made the call, but they're going to be better with Aguilar.
Yeah, Aguilar looked pretty good.
Yeah.
His deep ball looks nice. The defense didn't look that great for Tennessee, but they took care of business. It was Syracuse.
Well, they also had, I think they were on their like 4-string nose tackle by like maybe the 3rd quarter, and it showed. So maybe they'll get a little healthier.
What are we looking at for best week 2 matchups?
Best week 2 matchups, probably Oklahoma versus Michigan. Bryce Underwood came out, looked decent against New Mexico. Shout out New Mexico's head coach, Jason Eck. He's the guy who took Oregon to the limit last year with Idaho.
Yeah.
He's now at New Mexico. He had an awesome trick play to score a touchdown against Michigan. Same guy. He's got a binder on the sideline. He's like, he's one of my favorite college coaches. He's a little sloppy, and I mean that with all due respect because I don't want my coach to – like Matt Rule lost too much weight.
Yep.
Would you agree?
I would agree.
Matt Rule lost too much weight, but Jason Eck, he's a very good coach. He had Michigan a little bit nervous there for a second, but yeah, that would probably be the best matchup, Michigan-Oklahoma.
That's good. Oh, we also have Cyhawk.
Yep.
We got the Cyhawk.
We'll be there.
Big
weekend. Noon. I'll be there as well.
Excited about that. Yeah, that looks like the best ones this weekend.
Yeah, week 1 was I'm
great
happy.
Schedule.
I'm happy they loaded the week 1 up because it was awesome. Did you guys see the storm at Texas Tech that looked like it was the world was ending?
It looked like an atom bomb exploded.
Yeah. Maryland might have a quarterback, by the way.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's a freshman, right?
Oh, yes. We should mention, what the fuck, Northwestern? You fucking scumbag pieces of shit. Did you guys see this story? Tulane wanted to wear, so it was the 20th anniversary of when the levee broke for Katrina. I think it was like to the day almost. And Tulane requested to wear their all-white jerseys in honoring the 20th anniversary of the Hurricane Katrina, Northwestern said no.
I did see that.
And then Tulane put the beat down on him.
And then
Retzlaff.
Yeah, then Retzlaff talked a little shit to the coach after the game. But then I saw some of the fans of Northwestern like responding to allegations of being soft on Twitter. And they were like, "Well, what do you expect? We're a bunch of Chicago kids. You think that we're going to go down there into Louisiana, we're going to wear black uniforms? Like that's unsafe for us." It's like, yeah, no, that's soft. Yes.
Yeah. Also, you could wear purple.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want.
You wear purple.
You do whatever you want.
Uniforms. I just would like to think that Ravel was the one who said no.
Probably.
Yeah, but that's something I wish I had known before.
You think
I would have
Ravel
bet Tulane for everything because that's you can't be a bigger dick than to be like, no, you can't wear these uniforms to honor Katrina.
Ravel probably has a seat from the Superdome.
Yeah,
he probably bought that. Yeah,
or a piece of the roof.
Yeah, got the shingle that fell off.
Did you guys see Devin Hester Jr., who was incredible return? Did you guys hear the follow up to that?
Nope.
That is not Devin Hester's son.
His name is Devin Hester Jr.?
There are two Devin Hester. Devin Hester,
it's like Najee
Bears
Harris?
legend, has a son, Devin Hester Jr., who plays college football. And then there's also a Devin Hester Jr. who plays college football at Furman who returned a kick for a touchdown.
Now, do you think he became really good at returning kicks because his name was Devin Hester? Or do you think every coach that he's had has been like, we got Devin Hester on our team?
It's crazy. I don't understand how this is possible. If you look, he is not the son of Bears Hall of Famer Devin Hester.
He's a little smaller.
Yeah, but also Devin Hester has a son named Devin Hester Jr.
Where does he play?
I don't know. We got to find that out. Let me find that out. Devin Hester's son, college football. Oh wait, maybe it is Devin. Wait, I read this whole thread that it was not Devin Hester's son. We might just have to cut this whole thing.
I'm very confused.
All right, so I might have even gotten.
Wait, Devin Hester Jr. returns kick like a boss, but he's not that Devin Hester's son.
Yeah, so wait, am I right?
I don't know.
I think you're right.
Yeah. No, it's not that Devin Hester. So, all right, so AI got me screwed up.
Devin Hester.
All right, I got Sports Illustrated here. All right. Devin Hester Jr. had returned a kick for Furman University against William & Mary and nearly took it to the house. If you saw Devin Hester Jr.'s returning kicks and jumped to assume that it was the son of NFL return specialist Devin Hester, you would be forgiven. You would also be mistaken. As it turns out, this Devin Hester Jr. is a different Devin Hester Jr. This is not exactly an easy thing to figure out because the NFL Devin Hester that you are likely more familiar with also has a son named Devin Hester Jr., but that Devin Hester Jr. is still in high school. It appears to be more focused as a track athlete. He's listed as class of 2028.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Furman's Devin Hester Jr. is a college sophomore and was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Do you think that Furman's coach knew that he wasn't Devin Hester's son?
I don't know.
Maybe
what are the fucking odds?
Maybe the first time that he saw him, he was like, oh, wait, we got Devin Hester Jr. coming for a visit to Furman?
What are the odds? And it'd be a totally different thing if it was Devin Hester Jr. lays a pancake block. Everyone would be like, oh, okay, whatever. It's a kickoff return, and it's not Devin Hester's son.
That's very confusing. You know what? I'm going to just say that they're both his kids. That's how I'm going to look at it.
Do you think Devin Hester was aware of this kid before this kickoff return?
I don't know.
Like, do you think he was just scrolling Twitter and been like, "What the fuck? Well, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Is my son actually playing for Furman that I don't know about?
Is my son in my high school son in my house, or is he on the football field right now?"
I think that Devin Hester Jr. on Furman was probably named after Devin Hester, the return specialist. And so, you don't think so?
He was named after his dad. He's a
junior.
He's
named after Hester Jr.
But he was probably do you think he would have gotten the name Devin Hester Jr. if Devin Hester, the NFL player, wasn't so great?
No, it's his dad.
I know, but
his dad is also Devin Hester.
But maybe they were like, that's a great name. That guy's really famous too. I'm going to name him. That's a good name, Devin Hester.
No, I think he's just junior because he's junior.
I want to know if he has any older brothers.
And he's also 20 years old.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say 2006 was his rookie year.
Yeah, 20 years old. So he's like, unless he was like a big Devin Hester Miami.
He was awesome.
I know he was, but I think it's more because that's his dad's name.
I just want to, okay, I'll let this go if you can prove to me that Devin Hester Jr. on Furman is the oldest of all of his brothers. If he has an older brother that wasn't
born 2005,
that wasn't Devin Jr., then I'm on to something.
Right. It says he has two siblings, but it doesn't say whether they're older or younger.
We got to find out.
Yeah, I think it's probably because his dad. Still crazy. A lot of confusion about Devin Hester. Oh, we need to mention, and we'll talk a little other sports before we do Who's Back of the Week. What a weekend for Lee Corso. So, incredible send-off for him on game day. It was awesome to see. He's a true icon of the sport. I think all of us in this room, even Hank, probably our biggest college football fan, remember watching Lee Corso put on the mascot and being part of game day, making the sport fun. He's like in that Dick Vitale, Bill Walton, like guys who make the sport fun for people. And for him to have this send off, which was great because it's like you never want to have. He basically he said it on air. He's like, I feel like I died and like I'm being eulogized, which is a very cool thing. And then to all his picks, he got right, including the only person to pick Florida State. Everyone else picked Alabama, and that was outright. And then all of the schools that he coached for or played for won their game this weekend. That, if you like, there's something up with that.
And all the favorites that he picked covered.
Yeah.
So it was truly like a perfect
slate
them all. For him. He won them all. I think they should bring him back as a guest picker at some point this year.
Maybe next week.
Run it back next week. Bring it back. Listen, I'm gonna keep betting. He should just put his picks out there.
Yeah.
Even if he's not on TV, I want to follow them.
The perfect season is going on.
Yeah. You can't quit when you're perfect after 1 week, right?
Your favorite Lee Corso memory, Hank?
Man, so many.
Yeah.
Probably that time.
Take your time. I know you're emotional about that.
Probably that time, Washington State. He took the mascot, had to put it on. Crowd went nuts.
At Washington State.
Fired me up, yeah.
I think, was it at Oklahoma where he shot the gun? That was pretty cool.
When he called the kid a midget.
We called the kid a midget was awesome. When he said, fuck it, when he was at Houston.
Yeah.
He threw the mascot head. That was great.
That was fun. Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see the Zach, you want to go grab the dinner? It's here. Did you guys see the Oregon Duck lost his head?
Yeah.
Great job by him to just turn around and get back in there.
You got two moves you can pull if you're the Duck at that point. One, scramble around on your hands and knees until you put the head back on. Two, just say, fuck it, I'm out. I don't think you can come back after that.
No.
Like if you sprint into the tunnel, you leave your post at the stadium.
You can't let kids see you without the head on.
Yeah, but if you lose the head and then you sprint away, I think that's how you have to retire. Let somebody else be Puddles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Oregon comes out to Freebird this year, which is awesome.
That is sick.
On a motorcycle.
That's really sick. And they made quick work of their opponent. I can't remember who they played. No one. Dante Moore though. All right. Other sports stuff before we get to Who's Back of the Week. And reminder, we have Booger Cam coming up. He's going to eat 6 donuts, and then we're going to talk to him more college football. We're doing, reminder to everyone, we have a show tomorrow as well. So we're doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going to do a full NFL predictions. I think last year we did worst case scenario for all of our teams. We did least improved player. So we'll do all that tomorrow, and we have Pete Prisco. Do we make anything from Tyreek Hill not being named a captain for the first time since he joined the Dolphins?
I mean, typically you want your captain to be a guy that didn't say, I'm done playing football for this team.
That's a very fair point.
I think you would want a guy, first and foremost, if you're going to be a captain, a guy that wants to play football for your team.
Yep. Fair.
That had something to do with it, I think.
PFT, I'm not going to disagree there.
Who is the captain?
I don't know. Do captains matter? I feel like captains matter in baseball.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Soccer.
Football, there's just too many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be like one per position or one per offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah, so not even special teams.
What do the captains do on
coin toss?
Well, they do the coin toss, obviously. But I know in like soccer and rugby, they're the only ones that are allowed to talk to the ref. Everything, but everybody talks to every ref. There's so many refs in football.
Yeah.
I don't think that really matters.
Yeah, I'm not a big, and I think like in college football, sometimes there's like 10 captains, which I guess it's cool to say afterwards, like I was the captain of my team, but in the NFL, it feels outdated to be like, hey, here's a captain who needs to motivate you to play football.
Yeah, listen, putting a C on somebody's chest is overrated, and that's what Max has always told you.
Got it. Confirm, got it.
Got it.
Confirm, got
The
it.
captains, the seamen out there.
It took me.
Confirm, got it. Confirm, got it. All right. Any other sports things? We'll do who's back of the week.
I like Alec Ingold being captain. That was a good call.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Yep.
That's actually important that he got the recognition there.
Yep.
So we just went back on our own.
Alec Ingold, better football player than Tyreek Hill.
Right there. All right, let's do who's back of the week, and we'll welcome on Booger Cam, where he's going to eat 6 donuts while we do who's back of the week, and then we're going to have him on to talk some college football. Before we get to that, game time. The NFL is back. Hank, can you find me an NFL Week 1 game?
Sure.
NFL is back. Tailgates, packed stands, that buzz before kickoff, but getting in, nightmare. Queues, price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there, beer in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to fans. It's a hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use, and the Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. Plus, fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. I was looking at tickets for
Vikings at Bears Monday night. Prime time. $284 to get into Soldier.
Okay, so go right now with Game Time. Get that amazing deal. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code PMT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Who's Back of the Week is brought to you by our friends at Truly Unruly Tropical Twist is a high alc hard seltzer, big on flavor, big on alc, but still light and refreshing. And now it's bigger in 24-ounce single serve cans. Truly Unruly is the best drink out there. It is fresh, fruity, tropical, tastes orange and pineapple, and no stevia taste. It's 8% ABV, so it's more bang for your buck, but it keeps it light and refreshing and won't leave you feeling heavy or sluggish. It's the official hard seltzer, pardon my take. Get Truly Unruly 24-ounce tropical twist at a convenience store near you, or go to trulyhardseltzer.com and find where to find it. Okay, who's back of the week? And the big who's back of the week is our good friend Booger Mcfarland. So he's going to talk some college ball with us in a second and recap the weekend. Maybe he'll sprinkle in a little NFL. But before he does that, Booger made a mistake. He went against the family, and the family was Tommy Fleetwood and all of us betting on Tommy Fleetwood. He said that if Tommy Fleetwood wins, this was on Sunday before the Tour Championship, that he will buy my donuts for a month. And if he loses, I can't get donuts for a month. I said, you know what? I don't need you to buy me the donuts. If he wins, you got to eat 12 donuts on PMT. And now, Booger, I told him he can split it up. So we're going to do 6 now, and we'll do 6 when he comes back on, so we get maximum Booger eating donuts. Please, just everyone who's watching right now, all the AWLs, do not screenshot Booger looking like a fat ass shoving donuts in his face. I don't want you to do that. He's nice enough to do this for us. I don't want you to use this against him when he tries to call me fat online.
He's paying up a bet, which is great.
Yeah.
I want to know what the breakdown of the donuts is. Like, we got powdered sugar, we got cream pie. What are we into, Booger?
So I kept it simple tonight, baby. America's best. That's what we got.
Okay. I thought you were going to go Krispy Kreme. That's a smart veteran move. You know your donuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All right, so Booger, you're going to eat 6 donuts while we do who's back of the week, and then we'll talk ball. Do you have any? Are you regretting this at all? Are you worried about this? You can eat 6.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned because it's been a while since I've eaten a donut. I don't know if my body's going to reject the fatness. I tried to prepare for it. I did a nice 30-minute Peloton earlier. I drank like 8 bottles of water. Hopefully the hydration will flush the sugar. So I've done all I can do. Now it's time to perform.
Yeah, the preparation's there. Did you plan your previous meals today around the donut eating?
Yes, I did have a salad and 4 chicken wings. So I've tried to prep for this. I'm not sure what I'm going to eat after 6 donuts. I'll kind of go by how I feel.
All right. Good luck.
4 chicken wings is wild, by the way. Who eats 4 chicken wings?
Yeah, you got to do
6.
You eat 6
at minimum.
Yeah, the chicken wing numbers are 6, 10, 12.
You're a child.
I ordered 6, but speaking of child, I got a 14-year-old who was trying to eat all 6, and I had to steal 4.
Okay. All right, that makes more sense. All right, so you stole his. All right. So put yourself on mute. For people who are watching on YouTube, Booger will be picture in a picture eating his donuts while we do Who's Back of the Week, and then we'll talk. And he's going with 1. All right, here we go. Who's Back of the Week, Hank?
My Who's Back of the Week is Nico Harrison.
Oh, okay.
I know we're not. It's a big anti-Nico Harrison podcast, but this kind of made me feel bad for him. He was just out to dinner. A fan walked up, saw him. He was kind of like sitting in the window, and the window was open, so it was somewhat accessible. And a fan walked up, introduced himself, like kind of did a hezzy hey, where he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you. By the way, all the Mavericks fans still fucking hate your guts."
Yeah.
And then walked away, and I felt bad.
That he's getting harassed in public?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should hear the voices, though. Like, if you're going to trade away a guy that is so popular, your best player, the guy that's going to be there for a decade, you have to also have a healthy fear in the back of your head that this could turn into a public confrontation at some point.
I would imagine, I would imagine Nico was like, as soon as they got Cooper Flag, like, oh, they'll forget about this. I'll be good. I can go back out to Chili's.
He's probably hoping that the Micah Parsons thing would take some heat off him.
Yeah.
Like everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
They just hated me because I was the first.
Yeah. I think the Micah Parsons thing's made it worse. Like if you're a Dallas fan, it actually like made it more painful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of had gotten over it. You did get Cooper Flag, and then it's like, what? You see the pictures. Everyone was posting the pictures of Micah and Luka, and it's like, how do we lose both these guys?
How do we get both of them? Yeah, lose both of them. But they have Pagey Buckets and Cooper Flag.
Yep.
And Kenny Clark. All right. Good. Who's back?
I got 2.
Okay.
My first is Charlie Woods.
Yes.
Charlie Woods is back. He got a hole-in-one on the 3rd hole at Sawgrass today. Incredible. Acted like it was, I don't know if it was his first hole-in-one ever, but he acted like it wasn't a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, that went in. He's like, oh, cool. That's pretty cool. But it was in competition, so Charlie Woods is the future of golf. I think he cemented that today. And then my other Who's Back of the Week is Luis Suarez. You remember Luis Suarez?
Yeah.
Luis Suarez.
He throws a going and the cup goes wild.
Yep.
I just can't get enough.
I just can't get enough. He's always been known as being like, he's had the weirdest mouth in soccer.
So he bites people.
He used to bite people all the time. His mouth is back.
Okay.
Because he was playing an MLS game. I don't really know what the League's Cup is. I don't really care to find out what the League's Cup is. But it was Miami against Seattle, which is like rivalry week, I guess. They were wearing special uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a fight on the field after the game, and Luis Suarez went up to one of the Seattle staff members, just like an old guy wearing a polo shirt, spat on his face, and walked away. Got caught on camera. I kind of admire Luis Suarez's passion in that he's still so fired up for soccer that he's spitting on an old guy in a Seattle-Miami MLS game.
Yeah.
Like that passion's never gone away.
He just blacks out.
I think that's why he's not retired from soccer.
Yeah.
Because like I got to put this mouth somewhere.
Yeah.
And once you retire, all the stuff I do with my mouth becomes a felony.
He gets a pacifier, goes to Ibiza and just does a bunch of X.
Yeah, that's the only other option for him. But yeah, it was nice to see that mouth back in action.
All right, my Who's Back Week, I have 2 as well. Did you guys see LeBron's new ad?
Yep.
Commercial. Can you find it, Max, and play it for us? Did you see it, Hank?
No.
Oh, get ready to get triggered. He's putting it on thick.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very thick. Here it is.
He's still playing.
The Forever King, yeah.
Also,
we were all witnesses.
Every rival defeated, he kept the crown he took the crown and kept it.
Mm-hmm.
He has.
Where's the lie?
Steph Curry has the same amount of titles as him.
Where's the lie?
And he
a
didn't.
lot less finals losses.
Yeah.
He defeated every rival. I don't understand what's so confusing.
Yeah, but then the rival then defeated him 2 more times.
He took the crown and he kept it.
Three times.
He didn't give the crown up.
Yeah, he has given the crown.
Many years.
Many years.
He's also, we were all
the majority of years.
He's still playing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
This makes me think he might be.
Yeah.
Was that a shoe commercial?
I don't know,
because I don't think it had a shoe in it.
I actually think it was just like a crown commercial. They're selling like
it is a pretty,
crowns. I don't know.
Sick crown. So this is his 22nd year, right?
Yeah.
He's going to play 23.
Ooh.
You know that he's going to play 23.
I think the only reason he's not going to play, or he's going to play another year, is because Chris Paul is going to retire. He doesn't want to retire the same year as Chris Paul.
Because Chris Paul would overshadow his retirement.
Yes,
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. He's got to make sure.
Talk about a guy that took the crown and held it.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Took the crown and held it. And then my other who's back is Shohei Ohtani, because they had an interview with his bookie. And he said, his bookie said that he believes that Shohei was aware of Ipe's gambling or borrowing money, but it wasn't Shohei betting, because the bookie told the story that he was at a Angels game watching Shohei Ohtani pitch and watching bets come in.
But
like Ipe was putting in the bets.
Right.
On like soccer games.
Ipe was also at the game, right?
I don't know. He probably was he probably didn't get to sit in the dugout, or maybe he did.
It'd be very funny if Shohei was betting on soccer games during baseball games.
He also said that Ipe was so bad he let him bet $100,000 on a soccer game, which is like no bookie in the world would ever allow that.
Right.
Like Vegas puts limits on bets. Like bookies aren't going to be like, hey, if this guy wins a soccer game, I owe him $100,000.
This bookie had the dream client with Ipe.
Yeah.
Absolute dream.
Yeah. All right, Zach, finish us off, and then we'll get to Booger.
My who's back of the week is Love, because our boy Max is engaged.
Yeah,
Go Max, he did it. Congrats, Max.
Yeah.
Max.
No, yeah, it was a good weekend, big weekend. Tough timing that I had this planned for months, and then,
Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs?
Well, that was great timing.
Yeah.
But the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing happening the day before was not the best for me. But listen,
a lot of people were saying that you weren't even planning on getting engaged, and then you saw
you
saw that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged, and you're like, man, Love is so cool. I think I gotta get
do
aboard.
this.
Yeah. Engagement is having a moment.
Yeah, engagement was having a moment for sure. But yeah, no, got engaged. It's a very scary feeling.
Shout out Diamonds Direct.
Yeah, shout out Diamonds Direct. They hooked it up. I've been setting this up for months. They made that part very easy. Shout out Diamonds Direct. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. Now we got to plan a bachelor party.
Yeah, so are you doing a friend's bachelor party and then a PMT bachelor party?
Yeah.
Or are we invited to the friend's bachelor party? What do you want? I would probably assume it's separate.
I think you should have like 5.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
No, we'll do a PM.
Why don't
if you're gonna do a content bachelor party, you might as well do 5.
Yeah, why don't all 5 of us plan a bachelor party?
We can't do that many bachelor parties. We'll do one sick PMT bachelor party.
You got to have a high school one. You got to have a college one. Then you got to have a content one, and then a production side one,
and then 5 PMT.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun if we did a PMT bachelor party. We should.
Yeah, no, we should do a PMT bachelor party.
We should blow it out. We should all.
Awesome.
The boys should go on a quick trip together. You know,
real quick.
I already said that if Kyle Schwarber wins MVP, you're getting a big chunk of that to your bachelor party. Actually, if Kyle Schwarber wins MVP, your wedding's probably
that was all. When I looked down at my phone like after the engagement dinner and I just saw like our group chat popping off, it was like there's 1 for Schwarber, 2, 3, 4, and then it was just like, all right, you have to propose every day. I haven't proposed since, and he hasn't had 4 home runs since.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you need to do that. Do your job.
Do you know where you want to go
for the bachelor party?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. We're gonna have to discuss as a group.
Australia,
Ireland.
We just said quick. Maybe
a AWL puts us up at a house.
And then only you, and then it's their friends, and then you.
We can't make it last second.
Oh my God. Those are good guys.
Yeah. All right. Congrats, Max. We're very happy for you. All right. And she did say yes.
She did say yes.
Yeah.
She did
Listen,
say yes.
That was my first question. I
I
said congrats, but did she say yes?
Yeah. Thank you.
She said yes. Okay.
Before we get to Booger, this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. I've gone to therapy in the past. I've benefited tremendously from it. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences, and their 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time for their tailored recs. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, plus switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's betterhelp.com/PMT. And before we get to Booger, he's brought to you by our great friends over at Uber Eats, reminding fans that if football coincidentally makes you hungry, you can get game day deals on wings, burger, beer, chips, and more all season long, all on Uber Eats. You'll love being able to get your personal favorite game day foods delivered on Uber Eats so you never miss a play. On Saturday, I had a great day of Uber Eats. I got some wings delivered for the early games. Then nighttime came, I got 2 burgers, 2 cheeseburgers, and fries, and a root beer, all on Uber Eats, the perfect game day snack. When football makes you hungry, get game day deals all season long, only on Uber Eats. And now, here's Booger Mcfarland.
Let's get to our guest, one of our favorite people, very, very special guest. It is Booger Mcfarland. He just finished his 6 donuts. How those went down, I'll say this, those went down surprisingly quickly and clean. I think you've eaten a couple donuts in your day.
Yeah, that's the reason I know what the donuts will do to you, because I've been there before. It's been years. 2 things happened just now when I finished my 4th donut between 4 and 6. I started sweating profusely for some reason. I had to kick the AC on a little bit.
Yeah.
And my skin, I'm starting to feel like a little tingling. Is that normal when you eat a lot of sugar?
Yeah, no, that's good. That means it's ready for college football. That's a Saturday morning tradition where you get a little like sugar high diabetes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close, man. Wow.
All right, so you did your 6. You're going to do another 6 later on in the year. That was not hard.
It wasn't hard to eating is never the hard part. It's the aftermath and the feeling afterward. And as far, I'm sure you know this, if you do it too many times, it's the look, like the feeling, then the look, because instead of becoming bloated, you just become fat. And like, that's what we can't get to.
Yeah. It's also kind of the shame. If you eat that many donuts, then like an hour later, you're like, what did I do to myself?
Right.
I never think
By the way, I was listening to the bachelor party ideas. 2 cities are the greatest cities for bachelor parties ever. One's Miami and the other one's Las Vegas. Anything else, like, you're really fooling yourself.
Yeah. Vegas is fun. Vegas is fun. Vegas is fun.
Vegas is fun. I like doing bachelor parties where you just like I think the best bachelor parties I've been on have like been a cabin in the woods or something where it's like the guys can hang out, especially when you get older and you don't get to see your friends. So maybe Vegas works for us because we see each other all the time. But I like when it's like you can't, because you go to Vegas with like 10 dudes, you're gonna get split up. Guys got different things going on. You see each other at dinner, and then it just kind of falls apart.
So are we talking? Are we talking like a hangover type bachelor party where we're just going to hang out?
Yes.
And to get Tiger and get drunk and everybody's going to do dumb stuff?
Yeah.
Are we talking like a real legitimate bachelor party where there's, honey love, white chocolate, cinnamon, diamond? Like, are we going to have those there?
Donuts?
Kalen?
White sprinkles? I mean,
all the above.
It's a couple different type of bachelor parties. I'm just wondering which type are we going for here?
That's going to be our
Yeah. I want to get a house and have the strippers come to the house and just degrade Max in front of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
All right, Booger. We want to have you on because college football was great this weekend. Saw you all weekend on our TV. You look good in those suits.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with your team. Brian Kelly gets the first big win week 1. I'd say this the biggest win outside of maybe the time they beat Alabama his first year, but this feels like a statement win for Brian Kelly at LSU. What'd you see on Saturday night, and how do you feel going forward about your Tigers?
So a couple things. I think that's very astute of you saying it's the biggest win outside of Alabama, because it is, because it kind of puts the narrative to bed that BK can't win a big game. He can't win the opener. That's number one. Number two, can we end the debate about who's the real Death Valley? I mean, at some point, if we're going to show up at your house and kick your door down when you take the bus around the stadium and run down the hill and touch the rock and all that stuff, and then we just shuts you out in the second half. At some point, you got to realize that there's only one Death Valley. And oh, by the way, you get to come see it next year. That's number two. Number three, I think LSU has a defense. And that's something that we've always had, but for like the last 3 or 4 years, it just kind of went away. If we'd have had a defense to Jaden Daniels' year, we'd have won the national championship. I get it. Ifs and buts with candy and nuts. I get it. I get the whole thing. But I think we have a defense this year. They put a lot of money into this team. DBU is back. We got some lockdown corners. Harold Perkins look healthy. And I think that's the biggest takeaway. I think we got the best quarterback in the country, Garrett Nussmeier. He's a great young man. He's a great individual. He's the son of a coach, Doug Nussmeier, who I think is the Saints OC or quarterback coach. That's his dad. So he's been around the game for a long time. Big win for the Tigers. But as we always say, we got a motto, and we stole this motto. I'm happy to tell you we stole it. Anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Hill.
That's who we play. It doesn't matter. That's who we play, and I think we continue to prove it each and every year.
Yeah, that's Pat Hill, one of our favorites.
So it was a great Saturday for you because obviously the nightcap with LSU, but also what happened earlier in the day. I wish I could have watched that game. There should have been a Booger Cam during the Alabama-Florida State game. That's what I want. How excited were you? How giddy were you to watch Alabama not just lose, but get their teeth kicked in physically?
Well, I was more happy for Florida State because I living in Tampa, I got a lot of friends that went to Florida State. Derek Brooks is one of my great friends. So I was more happy for them. But it's never a bad day when your rival gets their teeth kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And, a lot of people that went to Alabama, that know somebody that went to Alabama, they claim Alabama. And you got to give Alabama their props. Under Nick Saban, they were the preeminent program in America. They were dominant. And I think everybody, it's like the Kansas City Chiefs. Like when you win so much, everybody wants to see you get beat. And it's no different like with Alabama. I do think they have good players. The most surprising thing, Big Cat, and you'll love this, like they didn't play with a lot of effort. They almost reminded me of guys that weren't in shape. Like they were loafing. They didn't run to the ball. I mean, it was like they just didn't care. And now I know that's not the case, but it seemed to me that the thing that made Alabama really good, which was the attention to detail, the effort, they didn't have. And so beyond the fact that your rival lost, like I'm concerned if I'm Kalen DeBoer, because if you're not putting forth the effort, that means I'm not connecting with you as a coach to get you to play hard.
Yeah.
That's just like this show. Like when PFT shows up, you're going to get his best. He might be drunk. He might be hungover. He might be high, but you're going to get the very best he has in that state.
That's right.
There's no question you're going to get his very best.
100%.
Yeah, that's facts.
We don't know 100% of what, but 100% of whatever I got.
When we get off the bus, we're ready to roll.
No doubt about it. They weren't ready to roll. You took it right out of my mouth. They were not ready to roll in Tallahassee. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but we could see it in the studio during commercial breaks, because like when they go to commercial, obviously you can't see. They had dudes that are carrying around these huge air conditioners with hoses, and they would stick a hose in each one of the guys that came to the sideline. I'm like, is it not hot in Tuscaloosa?
Right.
Like is it not? And they had a dude with like a blower blowing them off.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Like it just seemed like they weren't prepared for Tallahassee and everything that Tallahassee brought.
So how concerned should Kalen DeBoer be about his future at Alabama right now? I know he's got a massive buyout, so that number might be too high, but I know that it's heating up, and the fans are not happy with what he's done, not just in this game, but also going back to last year. Like, should he be concerned right now?
Should he be concerned? No, because I think the buyout's $70 million, but it's more what happens is he may not get fired, but his family's got to live in Tuscaloosa.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he started out, 4-0, and since then he's 5-5.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. 5-5, his last 10. Don't quote me on that, but I think I saw that stat somewhere. So, like, he's not going to go anywhere, but when his wife walks in the local grocery store, it's going to be some, when he walks in, I'm assuming he goes to church every once in a while. The pastor might say a prayer for him. Like, all these little things start to wear on your family and to wear on your kids, because these kids got to go to school. Little buddy's going to be like, hey, man, your dad sucks. like these are the things that happen to coaches that are not necessarily to the level of getting fired, but it bothers the family. So that's what winning does, man. Like winning makes everybody feel good. Losing makes everybody have to take the brunt. Now, he's dealt with this for a long time. I'm sure his family's dealt with this for a long time. He understands how to deal with it. But unless you know what it means in the SEC, and I think he's finally getting a taste of it, like it's not life and death, man, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
Like Brian Kelly in Baton Rouge won 10 games, he won 9, he won 8, and they told him it wasn't good enough. Like you win 10 at certain schools, they put a statue up.
Yeah.
In Baton Rouge, you got to win a championship. And so Kalen DeBoer is in a very unenviable situation.
Yeah.
Because unless he wins a national championship, it's not good enough.
Yeah. And what, because the shocking part, you saw it too, and you mentioned it, like, it's Alabama getting like blown off the line of scrimmage. It's Alabama getting punked down the downfield blocks. It's Alabama's not being able to physically dominate an opponent, which is what they did for 20 years. Is there a fix in season? I know we overreact to week 1, but I think it's because of what we're used to with Alabama to see the way they lost. If they lost in a fluke, you could say, oh, okay, well, that happens. But the way they got physically dominated, that is so un-Alabama-like. Like, what's the fix? How do they put that back together this year?
2 things you control in life is your attitude and your effort. I think you control those 2 things. Their attitude's got to be better, and their effort's got to get a whole hell of a lot better. Like, if I'm the coach, I turn the film on, and I show everybody that got their ass kicked. I show everybody that wasn't running to the football. Like, the only way men, I think, handle things, and I don't know how you guys do things in the studio, like, we close the doors and we talk direct. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to beat around the bush. Hey, PFT, you sucked today. Big Cat, that wasn't good enough. Like, I'm going to tell you directly that it wasn't good enough. That's how you got to talk to young men. And you got to close the door and you got to say, I wasn't good enough as a coach. So, yeah, like, the only way you can fix it, you're not going to get dramatically stronger in the next 6 weeks. Like, I think they're strong enough. You got to change your attitude. You got to change your effort. And it starts with the coaching staff. Like, whatever DeBoer is doing, he's not connecting enough with the players, because you often hear this about a coach. Man, I run through a wall for him.
Yeah.
Run through a wall. They won't even run to the ball for him, let alone run through a wall. Like, so somewhere along the line, he's not getting them to buy into everything that he is trying to instill. That can change, but it's got to, like, your habits have to change. Because if they're doing that on game day, I guarantee they did it at practice.
So the other side of this, because obviously the story is Alabama, and it's unfair to Florida State, but the story is Alabama because they've been at the top of the college football world for 2 decades. Is Florida State maybe good? Because that was a hell of a game for them, and they, Thomas Castellano talked shit, backed it up. Mike Norvell, who went through a terrible season last year, gets a huge win to start the season. Like, Florida State could be one of those teams that we look back, we're like, why did we say that they were going to be bad again?
Think about this. Mike Norvell, to my understanding, was offered the Alabama job, or offered the chance to interview. He turned it down. Then he goes 2-10. And then in the offseason, he says, I am where I want to be. Thomas Castellano comes out and says, hey, when they come to Tallahassee, Nick Saban is not going to be there to save them. So this is a Florida State team that had no business having any type swag at all. And Thomas Castellanos, 5'10", 5'11", 200 pounds, says, y'all got to come see me. Think about the level of swag you walk into the locker room when you got a quarterback that shows up like that. Mm-hmm. It's about mentality. And Florida State has a ton of athletes. Like it's the state of Florida. They got a ton of athletes. They got a mobile quarterback. And they got old Gus Malzahn. Like, Gus Malzahn fits perfectly down there, because as soon as the students were storming the field, did you see the tweet that Gus Malzahn sent out?
Yeah.
He said it feels like old times, referring to when he used to beat Alabama at Auburn. Like, so now you got an offensive coordinator that talks shit. You got a quarterback that talks stuff. You got a head coach that's kind of got a little swag to him. Florida State may not win a national championship, but they got an attitude, guys, that's different. And when you get 85 guys, however many guys on scholarship, when you get guys like with the right attitude showing up to work, man, you can accomplish things. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt in my mind Alabama's more talented than Florida State, but Florida State showed up with the right attitude and the right effort. They opened up a newly renovated stadium, and they played that way. Can they beat Clemson? They can beat anybody in the ACC. And wouldn't it be something, 2 years after they didn't get into the playoff, going 13-0 or 12-0, they get into the playoff, this season. To me, that would just be like the right thing for the football guys to do.
Yeah, I agree. So if we're looking at 1 week, just 1 week of college football, who would be your Heisman after 1 week?
Oh man, Heisman after 1 week impact. John Mateer from Oklahoma was outstanding.
Love him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was. To talk about to go from Jackson Arnold to John Mateer, like it feels like going from like a stripper named Honey Love to Bashful. Like it's like it's a totally different mindset. Of course, I'm biased. My guy Garrett Nussmeier on a big stage.
Yeah.
At the fake Death Valley to beat that team in that house. He's not the biggest guy. He doesn't have the strongest arm. I think he's the best anticipation thrower that we've seen in a long time. I think he'll be the first quarterback taken when it's all said and done. So he's got to be up there. I tell you who's not up there, and I think we all expected, or at least Vegas did, is Arch.
Yeah.
And to me, that may have been the most shocking performance of the weekend. Since you're talking about guys that are there for the Heisman, let's flip it over on the other side. Like, have we ever seen a debut? Can we think about a debut in any sport that went worse? Like think about that. Think about Tiger Woods when he showed up. Hello world. Think about LeBron, his first game. Like, all those went great. How many first appearances in any sport can we think that was just terrible? Because he was bad, guys.
Well,
now it's not all his fault,
yeah,
but he was really bad.
He was. You could throw out his uncle, whatever it was, 33 interceptions, which we all laugh about. But like, Peyton Manning basically gave a pass for every quarterback to have a bad first season with the 33 interceptions, even though he was still good and moved the ball down the field. But you're right. Like, that was as bad gets. Are you buying stock in Arch? Because we did a little before you came on. We pulled the room. I'm still buying stock in him simply because that was probably the hardest place you have to start your career, in the horseshoe, national champions, incredible defense. Matt Patricia can coach defense. Like, you can't. It wasn't a cupcake. It was the opposite of a cupcake. So I think I'm going to buy stock in him and think he will figure it out. But people who say that he's just doesn't have it, I can't really disagree at this point.
Well, he doesn't have it yet, but I think he'll get it. So am I buying stock in Arch? Yeah. The most surprising thing about Arch, guys, is that he's got an uncle that's in the Hall of Fame that's a 4-time MVP. He's got another uncle that's a 2-time Super Bowl champion that'll probably get in the Hall of Fame. He's got a dad who is a legend, and a granddad who's a legend, and a dad who I think has raised him as good as any father could raise a superstar. And he seemed unprepared for the moment. Mm-hmm. Like, all of that wealth of knowledge around him, he seemed unprepared. Now, you can blame the family, you can blame Sarkisian, but ultimately, it's kind of like we talked about on this podcast. Like, it's about your mindset. Like, he looked like he wasn't ready. He was inaccurate. He couldn't hit the side of a barn on some throws. And I think that was the most surprising thing. Like, you would expect, coming from that pedigree, he would have showed up ready for the moment because he's been in situations. He's been in the stands in Super Bowls. He's been on the field probably for Super Bowls. He's been at Tennessee in the midst of 100,000 when Peyton was there. Like, all those things, man. That was the most surprising thing. But to answer your original question, I would double down on Arch.
Okay.
Like, I would put more money on Arch because I think, just because of the pedigree and the worker and what I've heard about him, I think he's going to be phenomenal. Like, he's 6'3", 6'4", he's 220, he runs 4.6 in the 40. He looked like a kid that had been swimming in 4 feet for a long time, and for the first time, mom and dad threw him into 12 feet and they didn't get in with him. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, he can swim, but he was really nervous being in that deep of water with no life jacket. That's what it looked like to me.
And also, if Texas had scored on that goal line possession where they got stood up at the 1, we would be saying things about Arch. We'd be being like, yeah, he didn't play well. We'll see how the season goes. But we wouldn't be totally burying him if they had just somehow managed to win that game or like take it to overtime because it's tied 14-14. The story's a little bit different because they lost. There were some things that I am still also buying stock in them. But there's some stuff that I saw and I was like, well, he's just not a great quarterback yet. That I don't know that you can explain as a one-off.
Such as what?
Like,
such as what?
His accuracy was the main thing. Like, I understand that in his family, his uncles were incredible at processing defenses, right? They could look at the field and know exactly where the ball was going to go, where they were going to look on each play, draw the safety, boom, hit him, he's going to be open. That's stuff that takes time. So I'm not burying him for not being at that level yet. But his accuracy was bad when it had to be great. And I'm not talking about like perfect throws. He missed some very easy throws that the only thing I can ascribe that to, besides just like his technique, is nerves. He might have just been very, very nervous in this moment.
Yeah, I mean, but doesn't that surprise you? Like being a Manning and being nervous and having been around as much as he's been around his entire, like, to me, that's surprising. Like, like this wasn't his first game. Like, he started 2 games last year. He's played before. He played against Georgia last year. Like, he's been in big moments, and like, that's no different. Like, I get the horseshoe and all that. That doesn't bother me. But like, when you're on that field, and I don't want to put him in this category, but you know those looks that Eli used to give us on the sideline?
Yeah, the Manning face.
I saw a couple of those from him, and that bothered me.
Yeah. What about Sunday night, Miami, Notre Dame? That was I said it was the full Cristobal experience because he's a hell of a recruiter, roster builder, and then at the end, almost like the play calling at the end was suspect, very, very nervous. But is Miami a real, like, are they a national title type of threat? Because it looked like Carson Beck got a little bit of his swagger back.
He got a little swagger back. He had a couple of lucky, like the first touchdown, Notre Dame played a ton of man coverage. He drops back. He throws up I'm not going to call it a jump pass, but he threw a ball that the receiver ran under. The one that C.J. Daniels caught was the Odell Beckham catch was unreal. Carson Beck looked like he was a stabilizing factor. Mm-hmm. Like it was a good first game out. Miami's got a really good defensive line. Like Bain and those guys, they get after you. I'm concerned with Miami's ability to run the football. Can Miami challenge Clemson based on what I saw from both of those teams? Yes. I think the ACC is more wide open than we've ever seen. We all thought that Clemson was going to run away with it. Clemson doesn't have a running back. They moved a wide receiver to running back. Clemson's offensive line is not very good. Florida State might be the most physical team in the country. So you add all those together, put in with Miami, do we really know who's going to win the ACC right now? So I think the ACC is as wide open as we ever thought it could be, especially going back before the season, because we all thought Clemson was going to walk away with it. In honor of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend, because I do think that Miami, Florida State, Clemson, I think they all are going to have something to say about the ACC when it's all said and done. But I'm not going to say the U is back. Like, I'm tired of using the U is back. They've been trying to come back since '87. So I'm not going to say the U is back. I'll just say I like what I saw from them last night.
Also, they've been kind of bad. Like, we make the jokes about Texas was, has been a playoff team. Like, Miami has been, they won 10 games. They went 10-2 last year. So they've been building towards this. They've been consistent. Last year, obviously, that loss against Syracuse. In terms of Notre Dame, though, I actually was impressed with C.J. Carr. That's a tough place to start your career. Obviously had some things he wants back, but he also made some plays where I was like, this kid is going to be good. Did you feel the same way?
No doubt. Unlike Arch, I thought that CJ went from 4 feet to 12 feet, but when he got into 12 feet, he could doggy paddle. And then throughout the game, not only did he start doggy paddling, he started swimming from side to side. And then he said, you know what? Toward that last drive, he said, I'm going to go all the way down to the end of the pool. So you saw him get better through the game. And, I think Notre Dame's biggest problem is they didn't give the ball to Jeremiah Love enough. Mm-hmm. Like, we came into the season saying Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, 24-4. For a while there, I didn't know if Jeremiah Love was hurt. Like, he wasn't touching the football. That's one thing. The second thing that hurt Notre Dame is they got to get some guys on defense that can rush the passer. Marcus Freeman loves to play a lot of man-to-man. And when you play man-to-man and you got these guys running all over the field, there's only so long you can cover. Deion always says, hey, I can cover for a little bit, but I can't cover forever. Pass rushers got to get there. And so they couldn't run the ball as well as they should have, and they couldn't rush the passer. Other than that, I think Notre Dame is going to be fine. Their schedule sets up very favorably. They're going to get a couple of – I think they play A&M. They play Arkansas, so I think they should be able to get a couple of good SEC wins. Notre Dame's in great shape. Don't be surprised if you look up Notre Dame is 10-2 or 11-1.
Yeah.
Booger, how mad were you on Saturday night when they called that touchdown back for LSU?
It's, you know what it is, man? It's like, okay, what's a catch?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Did Dez catch it? I don't know. I mean, did the guy from LSU catch it? I mean, at a certain point, I don't know what a catch is. I thought, so if we use this rule, you know how Drew Brees used to take the snap and jump across the line, and as soon as the ball broke the line, it was a touchdown?
Yep.
So if we use that premise, when you catch the ball and you cross the line, the play should be over. It's a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I have no idea how the LSU kid didn't get a touchdown. No idea whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. It was infuriating. Do we want to do some NFL talk real quick?
Well, I have one last college question before we do a little NFL. Is there
Sure.
you were in the bunker all weekend. You were every time halftime we see Booger again look great in your suit. You do look a little fat right now after those 6 donuts. What other teams or players impressed you week 1? Because I know we overreact, but it's always just we're excited to have football back.
Yeah. John Mateer, Oklahoma. I think he looked the part. He looked really good. Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what we were going to get out of Bryce Underwood. And I wanted to see him throw the football. Like, we know he's a dual threat guy, but he threw the football really well. I thought that South Carolina, Lenore Sellers is as advertised.
Yeah.
If he comes out, he continues to improve, he might be the number 1 pick in the draft. Tennessee, how about Tennessee? How about Nico Iamaleava?
Mm-hmm.
Leaves, I don't want to be there. He goes to UCLA. They get hammered by Utah. They suck. In comes Joey Aguilar. Nobody's ever heard of him. And he just lights it up. And dare I say, he played better than Nico ever did last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I love to see stories like that when, you know, the guy who's kind of too high and mighty leaves, and then comes the other guy and plays better. That was good. I'm trying to think who else. Who else off the beaten path looked good, man?
Auburn looked good. Jackson Arnold getting a second, chance.
I need to see. He looked good. I need to see a little bit more. I'm not a believer yet in Hugh Freeze in Auburn.
Okay.
I need to see a little bit more.
Nico Grammatica. We got another one.
How about that? I mean, it's like 12 of them, isn't it?
I know, it's crazy. They're all really good.
You got Bill, Martine, and they all got kids.
Mm-hmm,
and then they've been kicking forever, man. So that was good. It's going to be interesting to see. USF plays Florida this week.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's an upset. I'm not even saying the game's going to be close. I'm just saying it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
I like that.
Yeah.
Booger's interesting game of the week.
Yeah. USF looked awesome. I mean, they took it to Boise.
Ask Boise. Boise post Genty didn't look quite the same.
That to me is just more fuel to the fact that Ashton Genty should have been the Heisman Trophy winner last year.
We always said that.
We've said that from day one.
Running backs are not going to win the Heisman. They may as well just call it the quarterback award.
Well,
Travis Hunter. He's pretty good.
Yeah, okay.
And Devontae Smith the other, 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
You want to talk some NFL real quick?
Let's talk a little NFL.
We can talk whatever you guys want to talk.
Booger, what team are you most excited to watch this year in terms of like something new is cooking up there? You're expecting something different from them. What's one team that you're thinking about and you're just getting amped up, waiting to see what they look like on Sundays?
Well, I think it's the Rams. Everybody is saying that it's in the NFC, it's Detroit, it's Philly, it's Green Bay. I'm excited for the Rams. Like, the Rams are young. Years ago when Raheem Morris got the job in Tampa, he coined a phrase called "youngry." We're young and hungry. I think that applies. Yeah, it's good. I'm going to steal that too.
You're old right now.
Exactly. I think it applies to the Rams.
Yeah.
Think about them. Like they're young. You got Verse. You got the other kid that they drafted. I forget. Is it Fisk?
Yeah.
The other kid that they defensive tackle they drafted. Byron Young. Like, they're really young on defense. And if the old man Matthew Stafford if his back can hold up, man, like, they're gonna be really good. And think about this: they were one throw away from beating Philly in the snow last year.
Yep. Yeah, they were.
So
they were
Rams
right
are a good team. I'm gonna shock you with this one. It's not gonna be popular. It's probably not even believable.
Oh boy!
But if the Colts get competent quarterback play, I mean, people don't talk about the Colts roster. Chris Ballard has done a really nice job of building a lot of talent. The problem has been the quarterback position. Anthony Richardson has just underperformed and underwhelmed. I don't know if Daniel Jones is ever going to be a superstar. But remember Andy Dalton?
Yeah.
If Daniel Jones was Andy Dalton in Indy, how would you feel about Indy?
I'd say they're a playoff team.
Listen,
that's my point.
In that division, yeah.
And I'll throw in there, I think people are not fully rating the move from Gus Bradley to Lou Anarumo. Because Gus Bradley's defense was as stale could get, and they would get gashed every single weekend. And I think that they have some dudes on defense. I don't hate that call, especially in the AFC South, where it's like, who knows what you're going to get. You know, the Texans have a banged-up receiving core going into the season. Trevor Lawrence has a big year coming. The Titans are trying to rebuild. I like that call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans are playing a rookie quarterback, and he's going to go through his ups and downs. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. Jacksonville, like, we've been waiting on Trevor Lawrence to be the generational guy since, I don't know, Clemson? And Houston's defense is going to be top 5.
Yep. Defense
is going to be legit. I don't know if they can protect C.J. Stroud. I honestly don't know. And have you seen Joe Mixon lately?
Yeah, no one has.
So who's running the ball? Nick Chubb?
Maybe Damian Pierce? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing against Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is one of my favorite players ever for his perseverance. But Nick Chubb, like, he's had a couple of just bad knee injuries. And to me, it's not if, but when. I'm not necessarily buying the Houston Texans, especially with no Joe Mixon. You trade away Larry Tunsil, so the offensive line is going to be young. And now your quarterback is going to be pressing because we told him that he wasn't good last year. So he wants to come out this year and be better. The defense is going to be good, but I just don't know what the Houston Texans are going to give us.
I like everything you just said about the Colts, except for the fact that it's still Daniel Jones. Like, you just kind of got us there. Where I got
but he's not.
I got pumped for the Colts for a second. Then I was like, wait a second.
He's not being greedy.
That's a big if.
He's like, if he can be Andy Dalton. It's sad that you have to be like, I'm begging for you to just be Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
If he gets to be listen. If he can just get close to being a Red Rifle, they got enough talent around him, man. If the foreplay is so good, sometimes the sex doesn't really matter. Does it? Like, think about that. I mean, let's be honest. If the foreplay is amazing, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Are we willing to
give
a little bit on this?
You're thinking about those donuts again.
How much are you willing to compromise on this? Would you say, like, if he can be Jimmy Garoppolo?
I need Andy Dalton.
The good Jimmy.
Okay, he's
from the good
for Andy
years.
Dalton.
Okay, good Jimmy that went to the Super Bowl that missed Emmanuel Sanders. Yes, I'll take that Jimmy.
Jimmy.
How worried should I be about the Packers adding Micah Parsons? It's bad. That felt like the Packers were already a really good team, and they just were missing like one of those game-changing guys on defense. And Micah Parsons is probably the number one game-changing guy on defense. So talk me off the ledge. Is this good? They're all in. That's the one thing I keep telling myself. They better win now.
I think there's only one team that I would take over Green Bay right now on a neutral field, and that's Philadelphia.
Shit.
Because I think Philadelphia still has the ability to line up and hit you in the mouth with Saquon Barkley. But if the Packers get home field advantage and you got to go to Green Bay and you got to play up there, they're going to be tough to beat because here's the X factor. Matt LaFleur is calling the plays. If the quarterback is healthy, they got a runner, they got a bunch of young wide receivers, and if that defense, led by Michael Parsons, Rashawn Gary, Devontae Wyatt, the kid Edric Cooper from A&M, Quay Walker, they got a bunch of young dudes, man, that they don't know what they don't know, and they are just young and kind of crazy enough that they can go win it all this year. They got to stay healthy. I trust Matt LaFleur as a play caller more than I trust the guy in Detroit, more than I trust the guy in Philadelphia, more than I trust.
Oh.
I don't want to say McVay, but I'm almost willing to say more than I trust McVay. Like, Matt LaFleur to me is that good. So Green Bay, if Green Bay stays healthy, man, as I always say, they're going to be a tough out. Like, you're going to have to really beat them and beat them the old-fashioned way because they can play any type of game you want. They got a good runner. They got a good quarterback. They got a good receivers. Let's say the weather is shitty outside. They got a really good defense. So they can play any type of game you want to play.
Were you shocked that Dallas did that? And do you think that's a good move for Dallas?
Was I shocked? No, because I think it had gotten personal. And when emotions become involved, like Jerry Jones was a billionaire, but at his core, he's a human being. And he's a human that has emotions. And at a certain point, he made up in his mind, for whatever reason, that he wasn't going to pay Micah. And it's no different than us, man. Like, people who are emotional are petty. Like, could he have paid Micah? Sure. He just decided not to. And then now I got to come out and I got to spin it. And we can talk about all the other different things, but one of my former coaches said this: you don't trade away great players. Good players you can trade away, but you don't trade away great players, because great players are Hall of Fame players and they're hard to come by, regardless of what they do. All right. Jimmy Johnson said it best. I'm going to treat everybody fairly. I'm not treating everybody equally. Okay. So Micah may have been hard to deal with. If he falls asleep in the meeting, wake him up. Hey, Micah, you might want to pay attention to this. It doesn't matter. Like, whatever he did, if you look at what he did on the field, there's only one other player that started on the trajectory that he did, and that was Reggie White. Mm-hmm. And so, was I shocked? Yes. But Jerry is a human, and it got emotional, and it got petty. And Jerry, at the end of the day, think about this. The one thing that I know bothers Jerry is that the 3 championships he won, people that know football said it was Jimmy Johnson. Mm-hmm. And if you watch that documentary, it bothers the heck out of him. Mm-hmm. He even says during the documentary, I'd pay a lot of money for another championship. So I think he wants to do 2 things. He wants to vindicate himself for the Jimmy Johnson trade, because Jimmy often says he traded Herschel Walker. So this was his Herschel Walker trade, even though they didn't get nearly what they got. This was his chance to say, look at what I did as the owner and GM. This is what I did. Let's see if it works. And number 2, he wants a championship. I just don't know if Dallas is good enough.
No. Mm-hmm. No. Although Dak does have receivers again, and he has been, when he has that second option, and George Pickens has to keep his head on, Dak has had, very good years.
Big Cap. Like, if they can't score 40, they're not gonna win.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, you're right. You're right.
So who do you have in the Super Bowl this year, Booger?
Who do I have in the Super Bowl? If you had forced me to pick today, mm-hmm. I'm going Buffalo, because I just believe at some point it's your time. I'm going Buffalo, Green Bay in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And you have who winning?
I think Green Bay does it, man. I based on where we are today, I honestly do. Now, you guys have asked me that, and so now I get to ask you a couple of questions about your team.
Okay.
Big Cat.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Caleb Williams, 1 start, Ben Johnson, everything that's come out of Chicago? How do we feel?
Okay. I'm excited to watch him play. I'm nervous. The one thing I'm excited about is that, or I'm excited about a couple different things, but Ben Johnson, from everything that I've watched, read, training camp, he is a true culture changer, and the Bears needed that in the worst way possible. So Caleb has everything right now. He has the play caller. He has the offensive line, maybe not left tackle. We'll figure out how that goes. He has what could be, and I've been very even keeled this entire offseason. But there's a chance, would you tell me if I'm crazy for this? There's a chance that the Bears pass catchers could be an elite unit at the end of the season. Like, in terms of, you got Rome, you got DJ Moore, you got Colson Loveland, you got Cole Kmet, you got DeAndre Swift, you got some really good Luther Burden. Like, they have they put all the resources into this being a special group. So if Caleb is going to be the guy, it's got to be right. Like, he's got to do it. You got to see it this year. There's no more excuses. Last year was a shit show. This year, it feels like he has everything in front of him to be successful.
I think your analysis is spot on. Basically, what I heard is this: we got all the ingredients in the kitchen. It's time for him to go make the meal.
Right. And I can't answer if he's like great or not, because I don't know. Like, last year there was flashes where he was great. There's flashes where he was terrible. So it's like, and there was a lot of circumstances around that weren't working in his favor. Now we got him working in his favor. As for the defense, that's probably more of a concern. I don't know the pass rush, guys have to step up. There's got to be some guys that take a next step on the defensive line. And the secondary is a little iffy after Jalen Johnson, who's hurt, who's coming in, banged up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I do trust Dennis Allen. I don't know if the personnel totally fits what he wants to do, but I'm thinking the Bears are hopefully like an 8 or 9 win team. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think the Bears got an outshot shot at 10-7, 9-8, somewhere in there. That's about right.
Yeah.
PFT, talk to me about these Commanders. You trade away probably, I'm not going to say the heart and soul, but a guy who embodied like a lot of traits that Dan Quinn wants. You trade away Brian Robinson, and you finally get Terry McLaurin signed. Like, how are we feeling, big guy?
Jaden Daniels is so good. That's my analysis. He's awesome. He's awesome at playing football.
He can't throw it and catch it, though.
Yeah, but so Debo, I think, is going to be a great addition because he does work the underneath. We didn't have a lot of yak coming out from Terry last year. I forget who our leading guy at yards after catch was, but I don't think it was even Terry. I think it was probably it might have been De'Ami Brown. I'm not sure, but Debo obviously specializes in that. Having Terry over the top is going to be great. I think I've watched a lot of Brian Robinson. I like Brian Robinson as a running back. I like him as a person, but he wasn't that dynamic. He was just like, okay, he's going to run up the middle. He'll get you 3 yards every time. He'll run into some defender's face, and he's like a physical dude. That's kind of what he does, but he wasn't like he's not a playmaker. I think from what I've heard and what I've seen, Bill, the running back that we got in the 6th round, Bill Krosky-Merritt, he's going to be great. I hope he is. If he stays healthy, I think he'll be awesome. He's more dynamic. But I think the real story of this year is going to be how good the defense plays, because last year on offense, I think we're 87% on 4th down, which is insane, right? Like,
that's not going to happen again.
It's not going to happen again, but we're still going to be, I think we're going to be pretty good on 4th down because we've got, like, Jaden is a dynamic playmaker when he gets the ball in his hand, especially in short yardage. So I think we'll still be good, but really I hope that we won't have to be that good on 4th down next year, because our defense, I'm hoping, is going to come up to like maybe even above average. If we can have a middle of the pack or above average defense next year, I think I don't know if it's like Super Bowl ready, but I think we're in the conversation for Super Bowl, which is crazy.
I think you're a year away from that, because I think right now, like, there's a certain way you have to win. Like, Jaden Daniels has got to be spectacular. If he's not spectacular, how are you going to win? Like, so like that's the way I look at these teams. Like, how many ways can you win? If the weather is bad, if whatever is going on, if it's an offensive game or defensive game, like, how many ways can you win? And right now, the only way that you can win is he's got to be awesome. Now, he has been awesome, and he'll probably continue to be awesome, but can he be awesome for 21 Sundays? Because that's ultimately what it takes. It's going to take 20 or 21 Sundays to win it all. He's got to be awesome.
Yeah, and there is the thing about the schedule. We had a very easy schedule last year. That is the truth. If you go through and you look at it, it was last place schedule, pretty favorable for us. This year, it's night and day. So we got to play a lot of really good teams this year. So I'm expecting a little bit. I'm going to say 11 wins for the Commanders this season. So one less than last year. But Booger, wait, I think they're going to be a better team, but they're going to only win 11 games this year.
I agree. They may be a better team with the lesser record. I think you and I are sharing a brain just because the schedule is going to be tougher. Hey, I think both of you guys are very optimistic. I would love nothing more than to see you two guys in the playoffs.
Be fun.
Both of you guys meet in the playoffs, and you just take the Pardon My Take pregame show on the road in Washington or at the new Soldier Field. To me, that would be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, we haven't gotten our shovels in the ground yet for the new Soldier Field. We still need it. We still need Arlington Heights to get it going. All right, Booger, I got one last question for you. Rowback question, RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase, Q-Zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, rowback.com, promo code TAKE. All right, so it's been about an hour since you ate your 6 donuts. How are we feeling? Can't wait to have you back on in a few weeks and have you eat another 6. Shouldn't have gone against Tommy Fleetwood, but how do you feel? You probably feel great. You probably want to eat 6 more.
Well, I was thinking about it, just so everyone knows. I did have 6, and so they're the other 6 that are still in there. So as you can see, they're still there. I did knock out 6. I feel good. The sweats have subsided. Not really sure if I'm going to eat anything else. I drank a bottle of water. I think I need to drink about 3 or 4 more to see if I can flush the sugar out. I don't want it to absorb. I want it to just kind of do like a pass through. Overall, I don't know how you do this every Sunday.
Saturday.
Well, every Saturday. Like this feeling that I feel, like the sweats and the tingling. Like I don't know if that's a good feeling or not. Not really sure how you do it, but I also know that I won't be eating 6 more donuts until later on when we do it. And then after that, I probably won't eat another donut for a couple of years.
Yeah.
A couple of years.
Come on. You love the donuts. Donuts are delicious.
Donuts is great. Donuts are tremendous. My favorite snack, though, is peanut butter. I could eat.
That's not a snack.
Could eat
I like that. You eat off
What
the
are you,
spoon?
a dog?
No, I just like peanut butter. Yeah, on a spoon. That's it. Just put it on a spoon and eat it.
We just put it in a little Kong toy so that you have something to do?
We just give you a jar and then you give it back and it's all cleaned out except for the very end of it.
The very end, like the little swirl at the bottom of it. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, Booger, you're the best. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you soon for another 6 donuts.
No doubt, man. Enjoyed it, fellas. Always a good time. Until Saturday morning when I see your next donut review. Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to indulge a little bit. To me, like, you bother me when you put the bacon and the chocolate on top of the, that bothers me. Like, that really bothers me.
Yeah. Those are the good ones. Those are the good ones.
Just take it easy on those.
All right, Booger. Thanks so much.
Booger Mcfarland was brought to you by YouTube. Football's back, and the only place fans can watch every game every Sunday is NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket provides fans with the ultimate viewing experience with features like multi-view, where you can watch up to 4 games at the exact same time, including NFL Red Zone. You got key plays to catch up or replay the biggest moments in each game, and Jerry O'Connell's favorite feature, Fantasy View, to track your players' scores right alongside each game. Right now, new users can score NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 a month. Sign up today, youtube.com/partofmytake to get started. Tell them the football guys at Part of My Take sent you. Booger was also brought to you by Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Pepsi makes all food taste better. Pepsi enhances the flavor of any meal you have, and Pepsi makes the flavors pop. Nothing goes better with pizza than an ice-cold Pepsi or Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I got right in front of me right now. I love the Pepsi Zero Sugar Wild Cherry. That's so good. Eating wings, eating cheesesteaks, eating pizza. Doesn't matter what it is. It tastes better with a Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi.
Okay. Wrapping up the show. Reminder, we have a show on Wednesday where, as of right now, are we doing a duel? Are we doing a Mount Rushmore duel?
What are the standings?
I got a question.
Yeah.
What happened in Friday's Mount Rushmore? What were the final results of that poll?
Do you have the final results, memes?
Don't read in that.
Okay, the final results were you guys finished first.
Nice.
Me and Hank. Nice job, Hank.
Got 3 points. Zach and I finished second, got 2 points. And then Max and Memes finished last, got 1 point.
And what does that bring the total to?
That brings, do we have the total? Do we have the exact total?
If we go through with this Rushmore as is, Rushmore is
wait,
dead forever.
A baseline of facts right now.
Forever.
Max,
we can do it.
We're just asking for the total.
A baseline of facts needs to be established.
We're just asking for the
right.
records.
Okay.
Can we get
I'm down to talk facts as well.
You can't say what we're right about.
I'm excited. No, yeah.
Max, what was the final score?
This is what happened. You guys came in first.
No, we need the final score.
We haven't even figured out what the final score was.
I was never sent, but I think it's 51, 48, 48.
Oh, we got a duel.
Got a duel. Is that a duel?
That would imply, because 2 people are tied for third.
We said that if 2 people were tied for third, that it would be a duel between the 2 teams.
Correct.
Should we talk about the facts? You guys keep saying facts. You want to talk about the facts?
Actually, just so we're correct here, because Memes, I think he might have done that intentionally. It's actually 54, 48, 48.
Okay.
He said 51, 48.
What's the difference?
That could come into play later, my friend. That's a little foreshadowing.
Yeah, no. Let's talk about the facts.
Let's talk about the facts.
Present me with the facts. What facts as you see them?
Last week, we put together a Mount Rushmore that, here's what happened. Mm-hmm. Big Cat and PFT described the exact scenario of how this would go as a duel. You must vote this, this, and this if you want this. Maybe 6 times. Didn't say a word.
Are we doing facts or hyperbole?
That's a fact. That is a fact.
6 times?
6 times.
Do you have facts on 6 times?
Okay.
You said you were dealing in facts.
All right. Let me continue. Maybe it was 4 times.
Well, are we facts or not right now?
All right. Let me continue.
What are we doing?
Let me continue. Then Big Cat had the first pick. Hank and PFD had the second pick.
Correct.
Yeah.
Big Cat and Zach.
Big Cat and Zach.
Big Cat and Zach selected Dylan Harper over Cooper Flagg.
What are you talking about, dude? I hate taking people to the airport. I've said it many times.
Yes, for sure. You definitely hate that more than helping people move.
I haven't. I honestly, I'm 40.
You said
dude.
there
I'm
are
40.
two. You said there are two clear.
Max, I thought you were going to take this in an entirely different direction.
I'm saying
we're going day by day.
day by day. This is what happened, and me and Meme stood by and said, okay, I understand. For the good of the show, they want a duel. They're gonna That's fine. That's fine.
May I say something?
Yes.
I'm a 40-year-old man. Okay, all my friends are grown. All my friends are the same age as me. None of my friends have asked me to move their house for 15 years.
I brought this up to you earlier, and you started laughing.
Other people.
Another fact.
I could have been laughing. I was happy to see you. You're a funny guy. Other people in my life have asked me for airport trips. Even in the last year, I'm just going off what's relatable to me. Is that not fair,
You love
guys?
driving.
I do, but not to the airport. Not to the airport.
Okay.
I don't. I don't like driving to the airport.
Right. Do you like helping people move?
I honestly can't remember last time that's been asked, so I wouldn't even know.
Okay.
I might. I actually might. I might. I don't know.
This actually.
Would you offer me pizza and beer?
Let's go.
Because then I'd be in.
This actually might backfire against Max because he's throwing just everything at the wall instead of targeting and zeroing in on one argument.
What I'm saying is that there was obvious
This is a wild accusation to say it's collusion.
There was obvious collusion going into the polls on Friday, and Memes and I stood by and were like, you know what? We'll allow this to happen.
Let's see how the poll plays
how the poll plays out.
This sounds
Let's
like
see how the poll plays
Hank
out.
would like to talk.
Yes?
I can't control what Big Cat does. If he doesn't pick moving, we are obviously taking moving. That's not us colluding. That's not collusion.
I think
that's
what
all
he's saying.
that's all I said.
I think the collusion part is when I told you guys I was going to take the airport trip and you guys take the moving.
Oh.
That was probably.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there we go.
I was not a part of that conversation.
Okay.
I don't.
No, you guys were
recall.
both in the room when I said that.
I don't.
Obviously, that's what was going on. I knew that's what was going on.
Hey, Max,
and we said nothing.
I have a point. All these protests are fine, but
this isn't even the protest.
No, but traditionally.
Oh, this isn't the protest.
No,
the protest has to be made if you're lobbying accusations of collusion or hey, you threw that pick. You would typically make that argument during the Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm. No,
not
that
after
is
the
what
poll
I am
comes out.
saying. That is what I am saying is that I was allowing the collusion to happen for the good of the show, and in good faith, I was allowing this to happen.
Okay, but can I just say?
So we'd like to talk about.
Can I make
what
my
happened
opening
on Friday.
statement? Can I make my opening statement?
Well, I don't think Max has even got to his protest yet.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't got it. But I would like to make an opening statement. All I care about is the AWLs, and I want to put on the best show possible.
Good point.
And I care about the AWLs getting a duel.
We will get to that.
If my love for the AWLs is a crime, lock me the fuck up and throw away the key. Right, Zach?
Correct.
Zach and I are going to be bunk bed mates in prison, kissing every night on the lips.
So we get to Friday.
You want top or bot? Which bunk you want?
So we get.
I would
Friday.
like to go bottom because I would probably fall off the top.
Deal. I'll take the ladder.
What about the
Let
kissing?
me get to Friday because they know
what
how
about
bad
the kissing?
it is.
Day by day, whatever we got to do.
They know how bad it is.
Whatever we got to do.
You weren't even here Friday.
Whatever we got to do to survive, right, Zach? You get my back, I get your back.
All right, your 6, you got my 6.
If I have to pimp you out,
proceed.
So be it. If I have to be like, hey guys, Zach's got a bunch of holes.
He won't let us get to Friday.
Just don't fuck with us, but you can take any of them.
We can find other ways to make money in prison,
but I'm just
so many ways.
Hypotheticals.
Let's start other ways, man. There's so many ways.
I said I wouldn't do it. I'm about.
No, don't get mad.
Okay.
Don't get mad.
No, I was 10 seconds away of just playing the video. I'm not going to play the video out of good faith.
The video's illegal.
I'm not going to play the video out of good faith.
Sealed
but
file.
I will talk about what happened in the video.
Okay.
The poll comes out on Friday.
If you're going to talk about the video, talk about what the pretenses of the video were. We were taping a video. We were taping a podcast that we were sending to our ghostwriter about the book. That is confidential information that should never be seen.
Was this part of the book?
Again, you're robbing the AWLs because if you put out the video, then the AWLs will see how the book gets made and they won't buy the book. We want the AWLs to have a great book experience, right, PFT?
Well, it's really more about the contract that we have with the publisher. So we could release that tape. Unfortunately, if we did, that would be, I think, like 5 to 10 years in prison.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about what happened in that tape. So the poll comes out. PFT and Hank go out to an easy lead, up to like 60%.
Nice job.
Good
Thanks.
job, guys. That pick about moving.
An hour in.
Wait, let him finish.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You know what's disgusting about this whole protest?
You guys just never let me talk! Jesus fucking Christ! I said I wasn't going to get mad. You guys are so fucking annoying.
You talk a lot, Max.
You won't let me fucking talk. I've been trying to say let's get to Friday for the past 20 fucking minutes.
All this is it's a big distraction.
Big Cat was talking about bunk beds or something. What the I don't even know what you were saying.
We were talking about how we survive in prison because we love the AWL so much, and if it's a crime, lock us up.
And Zach said he would take the bottom belt,
and
right?
He said that he would let me
go top
pimp.
bunk.
You go top.
He doesn't want the ladder.
And I'm allowed to pimp out every single one of his holes.
We're gonna find other ways to make money in prison.
And what about the
that.
kissing?
This is what happened. We go up 5%. Big Cat turns
Oh,
everyone and
you
goes,
still talking about
oh
Mount
shit,
Rushmore?
we're going to lose. Then Hank goes, oh, you should do something. Big Cat goes, oh, I have an idea. I
did not say you should do something.
He tweets for, no, true. Big Cat says, I need to do something. Hank goes, yeah. Tweet it. Do it. Yeah. Then Big Cat tweets from his burner.
Whoa.
We're up 5%. He tweets from his burner, retweets himself from his main account, and it flips 10% in 3 minutes.
I was looking at Big Cat's account. I did not see a
And
retweet.
somebody texted Rico Bosco and say that if you don't vote for Team 1, you're a rider. You're not a rider.
Wrong.
Yeah, right.
No, I DM'd him. Wrong. I DM'd the Rider Hype Circle.
So
Shout
if
out
we
the
continue
Riders.
with this Rushmore as is, this ends Mount Rushmore season forever. There's no point of doing
Max,
it during the regular
Max,
season.
I have a question. Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Okay. In the past, when we've had these disputes about Mount Rushmore season,
like-
can I talk, Max?
Yeah, sure.
Please let him talk. You're
I
interrupting.
never get to fucking talk on this show. It's fucking bullshit. Max, we have established a pattern on this show. We've established a punishment for when you break the sanctity of the poll.
Yep.
And you tweet something about the poll.
Yep.
Hank himself did it earlier this year.
Jesus.
And we
And you never lost a point for it.
Oh no.
So do you want to lose a point for it right now?
You fucking idiot, PFT. You never lost a point.
What's the rule? What's the rule?
The rule is that
we talk about it,
the
and
rule
we
is
figure
what's the
something
rule?
out.
No, I'm telling you.
This is
I'm
all right.
telling you
Deal.
the rule
All
is
right,
right
deal.
now.
They
The rule
fucking
is that
mousetrapped
the rule
us.
is that if you win, then you get a point deducted.
I'll go. You know what? I not only will take away.
You get automatic third place.
I'm going to take 2 points away from Zach and I. And I also, you weren't here on Friday, Max, but Zach and I agreed to an 8-month show cause penalty, no Mount Rushmores. So if we do a Mount Rushmore in the middle of February, we are not allowed to participate.
We can do this. We can go loophole, or we can go as is and just be like, no, we're going to pretend like nothing on Friday ever happened and we're just going to do a normal duel. Or there's 3 options that we can do.
Wait.
We can completely forget what happened on Friday.
the case is
do a duel between me and Memes, Hank BFD, which ends Mount Rushmore forever, that ends the entire integrity of this show, I would argue.
That's already been gone since Pizza's Problems, by the
This
way.
show has
welcome to my world.
Oh no, would you?
Hank,
what
if
will
you
happen
are
if we
in
don't
my
have the integrity to pardon my take?
The
fucking
integrity
God,
of Mount
Hank.
Rushmore was lost 5
Hank,
years ago.
Hank, if
But
you
that's
were in
besides the
my
point.
spot right now, you would be you would be fucking insufferable. Oh my God. You used to cry just because they had a bigger following than you for no reason.
Well, you're getting mad about Youngstown Bob's following, which is pretty crazy.
Youngstown Bob is not
And a
me.
retweet from Big
He's
Cat.
a real person. Retweets are not endorsements.
And a text
Says
to
it in my
Rico
bio.
Bosco saying that if
DM.
all riders...
Again, you're wrong. DM. It was
What
a
are we
DM.
doing?
Retweets are not endorsements. It says it in my bio.
Retweets aren't a thing anymore.
I think there's one way to solve it.
What?
Yes.
It's called a repost.
We go
Repost.
as
Wait, no, you said
our
there are 3
original
ways. You're not saying that there's
and
one
the
way.
third way is the real way to do it. We go as our original plan, as if there wasn't 2 losing teams, that the 2 of you would duel and the worst person would do the punishment.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but it's
That's
tied.
what it was
It's
supposed
tied.
to be.
It's tied. I'm not.
That's what it was
we should
going
not,
to be.
We did not know what was going to happen at the end of that poll. Big Cat colluding should not affect us.
Yeah, we didn't
Do it.
Why,
Hey, Big
why are
Cat.
we
Hey, Big
punished?
Cat, do it. Do it. Big Cat, do it. Do it. Do it, Big Cat. Do it.
I didn't say do it. I said yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about the book.
We were talking about the book. He said,
You were not
yeah,
talking
write the
about
book,
the book.
Write the book. I said, yeah. Let's have Young Sal Bob tweet about the book. Yeah.
I also if Big Cat didn't retweet it, which no one's told him to retweet it. I thought he was just gonna. He said, "I have an idea,"
Which I should probably be deducted a point.
He said, "I have an idea."
Also, the DM
which I like his
Riders.
ideas. The DM with the Riders, I think, is above board. Like that's just all that's Rider stuff. But
the look in your face of the yeah.
Well, you watch that tape? That's illegal.
Yeah, I watched a fucking tape.
You're gonna
Seal
be in
file.
jail. You're gonna be in jail with me and
So
Zach.
those are the three options.
So Max,
those are the three options.
The three options got very confusing. Explain them again.
I feel like we
Zach,
should all do it
Zach, before we do the three options, rank your holes that you want me to pimp out.
We're gonna make so much more money in prison
just
other
rank 'em,
ways.
rank
Big Cat. There's so many other.
Which ones
Actually,
would
there's
you?
4 options.
Oh,
The fourth option is the two of you do a duel, and because Memes and I are the only one who didn't do anything wrong
What,
here.
Me and Hank.
What did we
No,
do?
you two do a duel against Big Cat and Zach.
No, we finished first. We're not
But
dueling. I think. Okay.
we go.
The Jesus thing.
Oh, this is insane.
I mean that.
I mean,
is-
Why didn't you? Why
didn't you deduct the point then? Now we're deducting points from something that happened 4 months ago.
That's a good
Well,
point.
it's not 4 months ago, but
2 months ago.
It's a good point.
how long do you
Hank.
think summer is?
It was a long time.
How long have you been golfing?
It was in July. It was actually like a month.
You guys said we're gonna lose. You saw that you were gonna lose, and then you just changed the entire game.
Wait, no, we were not going to.
I didn't do anything.
We were in first place.
You saw that you were going to lose the season of Mount Rushmore.
I didn't see anything.
I had a good. We've come back. We came back last week.
8 points.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
He said, "I have a plan." I didn't know what the plan was. If he said what his plan was illegal, I would have said no because I respect the sanctity of Mount Rushmore. He did not say, "Watch the clip, play the video." He said, "I have an idea."
I'm a rogue actor.
He said, "I have an idea." I did
Sorry.
not. He did not say what he was going to do in the video that you're.
And I was
speaking.
looking out for
That's
CWL.
also incorrect.
He said, "I have an idea."
Should we play the video? I have the video.
No.
We can't play the
Okay.
video.
Can't
All
play
right.
the
All right.
video.
Good.
Why is
Because
that? I
because
want
that
to
just
play the
shows
video.
your guilt.
More than anything, I'd love to play the
that
video.
shows your
We can't.
guilt.
We can't. All right, so Hank and PFT, you guys want to duel?
I mean, this seems like you're tucking tail.
You kind of just fucked us.
Yeah.
Okay,
you
fine.
did.
Then I'll deduct points and you guys duel.
We did nothing. We did nothing wrong. Why are we getting put in a situation to do a punishment for no reason? For no reason.
Well, the way the voters voted.
Yes, by completely manipulating the polls.
But
you
that's-
know that you
Big Cat's
manipulated the
action should
polls.
it's not on us.
Yeah.
He said, "I have a plan. I have an idea."
Yeah. You can, you know what you did. And
I didn't
if you
do
were
anything.
in my spot,
I didn't
you'd
do
be doing
anything.
the same thing
I did not do
tenfold.
anything.
Tenfold. If you two do a duel against us two, there's no Rushmore anymore. It means nothing.
Okay,
Why?
hey, wait.
Because then you guys have millions and millions of followers.
Max.
You can do whatever you want.
Max, I will.
You can make it whatever you want.
I will.
Which means that if this is a 50-50 duel between us and you and we lose, it's like the biggest controversy in the history of all of internet. I told Shane I wasn't going to get mad, and I actually think I'm doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, you're doing great. Max, what if I told you I'd be willing to accept doing a duel against Hank again for the second year in a row, but I would have a chance.
But what about your followers' arguments? Then hurts me because I'm going against PFT.
But you won't tweet the poll and say vote for this and vote for this.
I didn't do that. I never did that.
Yeah.
He didn't say what the plan was.
You knew what the plan was.
No, I didn't.
No one knew the plan.
This is insane if you
He
don't
said,
think
"I have
you
an
know what the
idea."
plan was.
Yeah, he had an idea. And
The idea was the Ryder High
was
Circle.
to manipulate the polls. That was the idea.
Big Cat said, "I have an idea." And Hank, what's your job? You're executive producer.
You guys started
Your job is to
debating what the
encourage
punishment would
ideas.
be.
Fact or fiction?
You guys started debating what the punishment would be.
Yeah.
All right. What if we did a duel, Max and Memes versus PFT and Hank, And if Max and Memes lose, Zach and I will do the punishment with you.
You don't.
I'm offering it. Obviously, I got involved. I don't think I should be punished for loving the AWLs and wanting a duel. But again, it seems like that's a crime in Max's eyes. He hates the AWLs.
We had a plan for a duel. I don't know why you just forgot that we had a duel in place.
I have a question. If
we talked about this, that if there wasn't 2 final teams, we were going to do a duel between the last place players.
If it's
we
a duel
always
between,
had that.
If it's a duel between myself and Hank and Max and Memes, what assurances do we have that you're not going to rig this poll?
I'm not going to touch it.
So
you guys were all in on me rigging.
You guys are the only.
I didn't know. I had no idea what the idea was.
Don't do that.
I had no idea what the idea was.
We should just go through with what the poll was about to do.
It
was going to be Hank versus PFT.
To be clear,
that's not necessarily true.
I was never in favor of rigging the poll. In fact, when I found out what happened, my reaction was like, Big Cat and Zach should be in the duel too.
That was your reaction, but then Hank said, no, we'll give him a 1-point deduction because Big Cat was like, I'm not doing that if I'm in the duel, and then Hank says, no, you won't be in the duel.
True.
You won't be in the duel.
I was held out.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Now I remember.
Hank goes, no, you won't be in the duel. You won't be in the duel. Just do it.
Well, I thought we were.
You're like, no, -1 point. -1 point. It'll just be us.
Then I went along with it because I was like, well, that means that I might not have to do the punishment.
I forgot you gave me immunity, Hank.
Hank, it was a tag team between Big Cat and Hank being like, let's rig this thing.
No. That's my fucking guy for life. I have made a career off Big Cat, pushing him to pursue his ideas. He has good ideas.
Yeah.
I didn't know what this one was. I wish I did in hindsight.
That's true. He's an ideas guy. I trust him, whatever he says.
Fuck it, I'll do the duel with Hank.
Yeah,
Hank,
I'll do a duel. I didn't.
That's the integrity play is to go through with what it was.
It's a real shame that the poll got rigged because it definitely could have switched.
I gave a fair option.
It's also just a real shame
Hank,
that Max is just going to go down history as an all-time whiner. But we'll do it.
This is what it was supposed to be.
But I did give a fair option there that we would do the duel.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Zach
We're the only one.
Will.
I'm okay with that. No. You guys,
Max, take a lap.
No.
Think about it.
No. I think
Your brain's going too fast right now, Max.
The 4 of us should have an advantage somehow in this duel because they should have lost.
Youngstown Bob could tweet about it. No, there's no.
Hank and I'll do the duel.
I think.
Yeah, let's duel.
What do you got, Max?
Use
that brain. Use that brain.
Deep breath.
What if we?
you gotta take a couple deep breaths.
What if we do a 2v2v2? And if
rule?
No. What am
That's
I
just
trying to
about
think
Rushmore.
here? What am I trying?
There's just nothing there right now. It's okay. You're upset.
I think that there. I want to do the duel, but I want to have an advantage of winning without 100% winning.
Well, why don't you do the duel and we can come up with a secondary punishment if you guys lose? That's less severe. We still got a lottery ball for the punishment. We could come up with. Why don't we come up with punishments right now?
I'm in. I'm also in to just do the duel with PFT. I didn't realize this was such a.
Yeah, I'm down too. Or
I forgot you gave me immunity. Did you remember?
Hank and I could do a one-man 1v2 duel.
I didn't know what
against
you did
Max
at the
and Memes. I go, and then Hank goes, and then we both go together against them. And if we sweep them all 3 times, we beat them.
Oh, that would be good.
Then they lose.
That would be good.
But if you beat us even once, then me and Hank lose, and now we have to duel each other.
Okay.
So that would be. What show would that be?
We're gonna Wednesday duel, and then we could Friday single duel if we needed to. I like that idea. PFT.
Okay.
Yeah. So Wednesday will be me against Max and Memes, Hank against Max and Memes, me and Hank together against Max and Memes. Only way that they have to do the punishment is if we go 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Again.
And if you have to do the
like
punishment, I will do the punishment with you.
Okay.
As my punishment.
That's what I was trying to get to. That's what I was trying to get to.
And then, Max, on Friday's show, do you want to duel memes?
If we lose?
Yeah, to see which one of you two has to take on the punishment.
Yeah, if you lose 3-0, that's...
No, you guys just do the punishment with us.
Yeah.
Zach, will you be okay with...
Yeah,
Zach,
I think...
you're the most innocent person out of everything here.
If they lose, we do it, right? But if they win, we don't do it.
Right.
Okay.
But we have more of a chance of winning.
Yeah, they have to sweep.
Yeah. This is fair. This is what I was trying to come to in my head.
It was Max.
But I wasn't able to get to it. Thank you for helping me land that plane.
I was reading,
that was a great idea.
I almost said land that boat.
All right, so do we all feel comfortable?
Yeah,
with
this
where
feels
we're at?
good. I think this is good.
Just to recap,
this is good.
There's going to be a duel on Wednesday's show. It's going to be PFT versus Max. Is that what you want to do? The setup?
Yeah, we could do that. Me versus Max, and then
Hank versus Memes.
Yep.
And then 2v2.
Yep.
And then PFT and Hank have to sweep to win. And if Max and Memes lose and have to do the punishment, I will join them and Zach will join them in the punishment as punishment for malfeasance on Friday.
I have a question.
Even though Hank gave us
I have
immunity.
a question. Can I before I officially agree?
Left hand up.
How do I? PFT has the most followers out of the four of us.
No. It's back to regular rules.
No, back to
nothing,
no
retweets, no likes, nothing.
The whining allegations.
Pug gets to decide if anything.
Correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Any type of tomfoolery, it's immediate.
Okay.
Loss.
I just needed to make sure that was stated.
You're
okay.
acting like we did a whole Mount Rushmore season clean. So Youngstown Bob fired off a tweet. What are you gonna do? You can't control him.
He's got a loose tongue, that guy.
Yeah.
I thought for sure you were gonna have him call in and say that he tweeted it.
No, of course I tweeted it. What? I tweeted it. I DM'd the Riders. I colluded with the first pick. Again, the only crime I have here is that I love the AWLs and I wanted a duel. And we have a duel. So
we have a duel.
Ends justify the means. Everything I did, even though I'm now up for a punishment, I'm okay with it because I love the AWLs. I wanted him to see a duel.
Duel up.
All right, so the duel will happen on Wednesday's show. Zach and I will come up with the topics. A reminder for the duel, it is off the dome. So it's no computer, no phone. We say a topic and you do it.
Means you're going to have to beat Hank.
Yeah. And it's not going to be like, biggest underdog wins ever. You know what I mean? Like something that's like you got to like actually look up like greatest calls in sports history. It's going to be pretty straightforward duel. Okay?
Let's rip it.
All right. Before we do lottery balls, our Pug is back. Back from Greece. Back from his honeymoon. Pug, what was I screwed up the time zones today. The podcast is going to be released on YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern, correct?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. Eastern. What the fuck? I screwed that up so bad today. It's because the clock's changed. 6 a.m. Eastern, right? Is the podcast going to be released?
Yeah.
On YouTube.
So 5 a.m.
Yes,
Central.
5 Central. 5 Central.
That will be all football season. All right.
Yep. Went to Greece on the honeymoon. It was awesome. Got some gifts for the boys.
Opa.
Big Cat got you a little Minotaur bobblehead. Pretty sick.
Oh, hell yes.
Awesome. Still wrapped up.
Oh, shit. My bobblehead collection's...
Still wrapped up, but...
That's sick.
Wait. Bring it in here, Zach.
Look at that guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Go Bulls. Bulls are back.
Go right next to the Pope and the Hawaiian lady.
Here, give the chain. Chain, go bring it. Bring it PFT, I got you a mini guitar. Pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah. Like a ukulele.
Yeah.
Love that.
It is the Greek equivalent.
I like that Shane got me a Pope bobblehead. Now I'm just a bobblehead guy.
Yeah, I followed the trends on some past.
Thank you, Pug. Oh, that's all. Yeah, it's like a little ukulele. That's the best gift I've ever gotten.
I have an actual name of it.
What
it's called a Bazooki.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
yeah.
Thank you, Pug.
Did you lose the cart?
What?
Lose the cart?
Oh, what's the cart? Oh, no. I got the cart right here. Of course.
For Max, he is an Italian man, so every good Italian man needs olive oil. So hook the boy up.
This is all. Fuck yeah. This is a great gift.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Look at this bad boy.
Look at my little. I got the Minotaur, Hawaiian lady, Pope, and a golf cart.
For Hank, I know he has an official desk now, so I got him a little desk decor, a little Spartan head. Pretty sick.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Little bronze little Spartan head
Is
here.
that paperweight?
Could be used for various purposes, I would say, but
Give us 3 purposes.
decoration, paperweight, vibes.
Okay, nice, nice.
For Zach, since he is not an intercourse guy, I got him. It's a deck of playing cards with Greek erotic scenes from history. So
nice.
Very graphic Greek sexual positions.
Hey, Pug, what kind of erotic
Probably
scenes
shouldn't show the camera.
What
but,
kind of erotic scenes are the Greeks known for, Pug?
just various, I would say.
Yeah.
For Shane has always asked me for a bottle opener, so I got him this. It's a penis bottle opener. It's a black penis. Very nice. And memes, I got a little. I was trying to find tits. There was a lot of penises, not a lot of tits, but I was able to find a little Greek tits lady for you.
Yes. Hell yes.
Oh.
How did you eat well?
Oh, it's so good.
Love that.
A lot of it, the stomach was not fucked up because sheep's milk, so we were good.
Nice. You go to the beach?
This is crazy.
Huh?
You go to the beach a lot?
Yeah, a lot of beach, good food, good vibes.
You see any like old architecture like the Acropolis?
Yeah, we went to the Acropolis, a lot of ancient theaters and ancient buildings, a lot of Greek gods and mythology. Very, very cool.
Love it. You see Stavi? Was he there?
No, but there was a lot of people named Stavros. A lot of random Stavroses. For Jack, I got some authentic Greek candy called Lakumi. Very good. It's addicting. And yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Pug.
Thank you,
Pug.
Yeah.
Great to have you back.
That's the man right there.
It's good to be back.
Numbers
Fuck
3.
yeah.
You're a bad guy.
22.
33.
6.
By the way, the Lottery Ball is brought to you by Jack Pocket. Today's Lottery Ball segment is brought to you by Jack Pocket, America's #1 lottery app. With Jack Pocket, you can order official lottery tickets right from your phone. Everyone's talking about the Powerball jackpot this week. Just a few taps and you're in the game. Don't miss your chance. New Jack Pocket customers use code PMT2 and opt in will get $5 in free lottery tickets. So go right now, opt in, use code PMT2 and you'll get $5 in free lottery tickets with Jack Pocket, America's #1 lottery app. You can download it on your phone. Okay, I have 3.
22.
Took 33.
6.
Memes?
This is a fun toy. 28.
99 Pug.
It's good.
You want to whap?
19.
31.
You whap her boobs.
76.
Shane has 76. I don't think he might be that.
$90. 90.
Love you guys.